I'm getting bored of myself at this point.
Yeah.
Well,
I think I
look,
might
I've
just
already
grown
started.
Oh.
Okay, we're not doing an intro, but yes. Did you know there's another episode of a podcast with Rory Smith and friends? As you can see, you have a. Shut up, Will.
Wait, we actually on?
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought you were gonna do an intro.
Nope.
That was the intro.
Oh dear. It's your boy.
It's your boy Link. Hello.
2129.
Yeah.
How's it going, fellas?
Check him out on Twitch. We
Cheers,
have
Pappy.
Legman111. Check him out on Twitch.
Oi oi.
Hi, Will. You gonna say anything? Because Blood said something.
No.
That counts.
Vanishing of Ethan Carter, you gotta plug it, Will.
And you have yet another scout who doesn't stream, sadly.
Hello. I do have a YouTube channel.
He has a YouTube channel, so check it out.
Check it out
Most
for
definitely.
unregular content.
And obviously, you
Signing
have
him.
boring old Rory Smith who doesn't know what he's doing with
Boring.
his life.
Look at
Boring.
you, humblest host of them all, Mr. Smith.
Anyway,
But the stretchiest balls, that much is undoubtable.
we had an idea. Cameron, what was your idea?
Right. So I like to shiny hunt, and I thought it'd be a fun challenge to set myself a time limit. So throughout the duration of this stream, I asked Rory Smith to go on a website where it'll generate a Pokemon. Whatever Pokemon he generates, I will try and shiny hunt that. There are some restrictions depending on version variant, time of day, but if it's a Pokemon I can just generally hunt, then I will. I will also be recording it on my camera because I am not worthy, of a capture card. So
In time.
Yes, in time. So if I do get the shiny, you'll hear it on the stream, and I will have video evidence of actually finding the shiny as well.
And where can you find that video evidence, son?
On my YouTube channel, just search up Yet Another Scout again for unregular content.
Beautiful, lovely stuff.
Alright, I'm gonna click generate. Generate.
And do show it on
We
stream.
get a drum roll.
It's Slow King. Is that-
Okay. Oh, okay.
Please show it on stream so
Yeah,
I can
I'll do it.
actually see.
I'm putting it on stream now. Just chill out.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'm putting it on stream now.
I don't see it, Tom.
Already with the sass.
I don't see it.
I'm doing it now. Chill out.
No.
Please. Just.
I want to see the evidence, you know.
Jeez, you up the quality for one episode, but you can't pull a there he is. No, that's
this is not right.
Just
There
give it
we
a
go.
second.
Oh my, you're using Edge?
Just okay.
So-
I just clicked on the link that Cameron sent me and
So
it went
let's
straight to it.
let's have a discussion about Edge, Tom.
Okay. As you
Why?
can see, I have Google Chrome. There you go.
I don't see. I'm
When
sorry.
it gives it a second, I forgot it's a 30-second delay. I apologize.
30.
Yes. But as you
Alright, so we've got our Pokemon for you to hunt, Cameron.
Yep. Kilo
Are you cracking on? We just going?
can you do it?
Right, hang on. I just had to look at one bulb here. What's the odds of its appearance?
You get back to us with the odds.
Well, okay. No, there's you have to. Okay, so I have to find Slowpoke,
Okay.
and I'll
Oh.
find it through him.
Slow King, you need to trade, don't you? You need to hit a trade for that.
I
so
may do if so. Oh, I do have another DS with Ultra Moon, so.
Instant tactics, then. I like it.
So is it okay? Yeah.
Yep, I can go for that. Slow King. Yes, I think I'm gonna have to hunt it through SOS battles. Oh no! Okay, no. Here we go. Sorry.
Sorry.
I thought you instantly
I'm actually
found one.
No. I haven't even like flew to the location yet. In Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, it does have a small chance of appearing. So I have to encounter a slow poke, which has a 20% chance of appearance. That's fine. It just appears in the grass. So I'm going to have to SOS it, and hopefully Slow King will be one of the ones that appear.
Wait, you're just going to go straight for a Slow King? You're not going to go...
No, because you can't encounter Slow King on itself.
Yeah, I was going to say, so a Slowpoke,
and it'll
shiny.
SOS call. But it can either call for another one of itself, a Slow Bro, or a Slow King, and I reckon Slow King's got the lowest chance.
Have you got that Japanese Ditto?
I do have a Japanese Ditto, but I'm not going to Masuda method it. Cause...
Really?
No, although I have a 512.
Am I? Is it an outdated method or something?
No, it's not an outdated method. It's a very good method. But in
Ah.
Sun and Moon, there's a method called SOS calling, where if you get to a low enough health, it will call for an ally. As the chain goes up, you have higher odds of shinies. You have a chance of having more IVs and have a chance of hitting the ability.
Right.
So I just may as well do it that way. I don't mind Masuda methoding, but I've been doing that.
Masuda method is the only way I know how, because then you IV breed and things like that. That's
yeah.
what I've been up to.
I've been doing that
ride
with
it.
the Ralts for about 3 weeks now. No luck.
Absolutely no luck. Damn.
But
it's rough.
I got 2 6 IVs Ralts in that time.
Well, your competitive.
It will be. Hopefully, when I do get the shiny, it will be a shiny competitive. Right. How do I
fellas.
So this will
fellas,
be a wait.
Fellas.
I like to say that's going to be a feature from every podcast. Now we're going to start off and let Cameron do all that.
We're gonna have Cameron shiny hunt at
So-
the start of every podcast.
Yes, and
I feel like he's putting in a lot more effort than the rest of us.
Oh
So
no,
we'd all be doing
that's fine.
so.
There's sometimes there's gonna be subjects I will have no input on.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
No, so
it's a good idea.
Fill the dead air with a little bit of a shiny update.
yeah.
So anyway, why do you So what's so bad about the wormhole method then? Because I don't know much
I
about
don't-
it.
No, maybe I am misphrasing it wrong. I have nothing against the wormhole method. I just don't like to do it personally. It's not my
Could you
favourite
just
method.
explain what it is to me? Because that's new
Right,
to
so
Ultra Sun
in
and
Ultra
Moon,
Sun
right?
and Ultra Moon, there's a thing called the Ultra Wormholes, where you get onto your respective legendary, in this case Sangalio for me, and you basically go through a wormhole, and there's like a mini game. You use like the tilt controls, and you avoid going into certain wormholes. The further you go, there's more rarer Pokemon, so there's legendaries you can only encounter like from
Okay.
previous games. Or it seems that the Ultra Wormhole has lower shiny odds. I
Lower.
wouldn't say it's on par with the shiny odds from the Friend Safari in X and Y, but if you just look up, shiny Ultra Wormhole, the videos are, just front, right, and center.
It just sounds like there's a million billion ways to get shinies in Pokemon now.
There is.
Whereas
in one
before
way,
it was
you could
just like
say
you either
it's
find
devalued
them-
shinies.
Would you reckon? It's still cool. You still got to put the time and effort in. At least
Oh,
there's
yeah.
some variation for people who want to hunt.
Patience is everything when it comes to shiny hunting. 'Cause,
Mm.
like I said, in X and Y, you might remember this.
Yeah.
I was hunting for a shiny Torchic.
Oh, I do remember.
That took me months. Until
I
had a
couldn't make it
Japanese
past a
Ditto.
week.
I had a Japanese Ditto. I was doing everything proper.
Mm.
This is before I really got into like competitive breeding. So I was literally just got Japanese Ditto. Here's my Torchic. Go.
Yeah.
The amount of times I had to empty my PC boxes, I'd fill out my PC to the brim, have to sling boxes of Torchics. It was borderline cruel. But then I
Breeding
still
and
got the video.
releasing.
It's technically private right now on my channel, but
I mean, nothing
same
will
with
ever
my
be as
Ivysaur one.
infamous. Nothing will ever be as infamous as that Ivysaur video. Never gonna get let down.
No. People
Just
still
use
trying to-
Fury swipes.
Yeah. Thanks, mate. I made this video like 4 years ago.
Just use Fury swipes. That's all you had to do. 4 years ago,
False
it doesn't
swipe.
matter. False swipes. Sorry. Excuse me.
Oh, good. If it's Fury Swipe, we would knock it out even quicker.
Oh, geez, sorry. Oh,
All because I did not know Ivysaur in the Friend Safari had takedown. It had a move with recoil damage.
fellas.
Hey, it's in the past. I reclaimed it. No one saw that video.
That's all that really matters there.
Yeah. Right. Where's the grass in this area? Because
All right, so you started your shiny hunting, fellas. I'm gonna bring the mood down a tiny little weeny bit because there's been a death recently, hasn't there?
No, I've never heard of it.
No.
No.
Well, for those of you who don't know, 20-year-old
Of course I
rapper XXX Tentacion was shot dead on was it Monday or Sunday?
No, it was
It
like
was a few days ago,
a few days now.
which was Tuesday. And I'm not going to linger on it too long. I just kind of want to pay my respects because I was a real big fan of his music. Whether or not it was bad, because I'll admit that some of it was objectively kind of like was either lackluster or was part of part of a bigger meme. But whether or not I was kind of laughing at XXX Tentacion or genuinely listening to his music, I just wanted to say I really appreciate, his contribution to the scene. At least it was something different, If it was his loud screeching, his look at me's, and then it was different in the fact that it was hype music, and you didn't really hear a lot of that in mainstream music. And if it was things like Jocelyn Flores, nobody was really doing that kind of emo style of rapping, which is kind of like whatever, call it cringe if you want to call it cringe, but it helped a lot of kids out. And I just kind of want to say that I appreciate X despite whatever controversy he was in. When it came to what he was saying on camera, he clearly meant well, And there was a video that that he posted a while back saying what he wanted if he were to die, and that was, I think he said he wanted to help 5 million kids with his message or whatever it is, to feel better or to feel different. And I really hope, I don't know if he hit that exact number. I don't think it really matters, but I know he made a difference, and I appreciate his existence. And I was quite upset to hear that he was gone. So, Papa bless TX. Rest in peace, buddy.
What a touching tribute.
Thanks, man.
Ah, that was good. That was well done. Proud of you.
Hey, I finally encountered a slowpoke.
There we go.
Just to encounter one. I encountered a wild Bagon before, and that has like a 5% encounter rate.
Yeah, so what's the encounter rate of just the slowpoke?
20%. Well, a Bagon is 10%. Okay,
Ooh.
not 5%, 10%. So
20% just to encounter a normal one.
Damn.
to encounter a normal slowpoke.
Oh my god.
But again, Slowbro and Slowking, it doesn't. Bulbapede does not have its exact percentages of appearing.
Because it's so low, isn't it?
Usually sites like Bulbapedia have those numbers, but for some reason they don't. Maybe maybe those numbers aren't.
Maybe it's so low.
So back on. Right, so we're back on. Could you just list how many different ways there are to hunt shinies at the moment, Cameron?
Right. So the most simplest way is random encounters.
Yeah, of course. Good old fashioned.
You have the pseudometh thing, which is just hatching eggs.
Which was always
fishing.
to me the best. The chain fishing, but there's also you can chain.
There's chaining. That's been around since Diamond and Pearl.
And
they brought it back in X and Y. Then you have the Friend Safari, because that has really low odds of shinies.
But still a possibility.
Yeah. No, when I say low odds, it's super common.
Oh right. Oh, I thought you meant
shinies.
low odds of finding a shiny.
No, it's like. Sadly, the only thing I don't like about Friend Safari, it doesn't stack with the shiny charm. It's already ridiculously low.
Right.
In Friend Safari.
The thing about
if I could boost it with the shiny charm, it would be even more ridiculous. But that's just me. Trying to think of other methods. Sorry now. Obviously you have the SOS chain, which is new to Sun and Moon. Oh, you have Horde encounters in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire in the Dex Nav.
Oh yeah. I mean, I wouldn't know. I haven't played Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon. I just kind of skipped out on that one because I'm waiting on. Well, I guess Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu. I'm waiting on Pokemon Switch before I hop back onto this franchise.
So you have, they had those two in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I'm probably forgetting one or two, but I'm pretty sure I'm being bang on. So you got like I said, chain fishing. Which is again a really easy one.
I think that's the easiest one, but that limits you to Pokemon in certain areas where chain fishing is possible.
Yeah. And the final method I can think of from the top of my head is soft resets. So,
for like legendaries and starter Pokemons, yeah.
Then soft reset, or you can do soft reset and can work on like traded Pokemon, in-game trades.
For me, I think Masuda method all the way, and I almost forgot for a minute why, because there's so many ways.
First ally. We got the first ally who is joined on the field. It's a Slowpoke.
Solid. What was I saying? Masuda method though, because there's so many ways to easily find shiny Pokemon at this point.
Yeah.
Masuda method, because you can, it's all breeding, right?
Yeah,
So it
was the
increases your
original.
chances of.
It was the original in Diamond Pill.
Mm.
Oh,
But I think the most
that
important part is
and
that you
chaining.
breed IVs as well,
Yeah.
or is it EVs?
IVs. EVs you
IVs.
train on
Right,
afterwards.
right. So you breed IVs, so you can actually you get a higher chance of actually getting a competitive shiny Pokemon.
Yeah.
Mm. That's what I used to do in X and Y anyway.
It's a lot easier now.
Yeah,
That's the
well, I
one
mean,
thing,
there's a
like,
really. It sounds like there's a
without
lot of ways.
starting a debate, without starting like a whole other debate.
Mm.
Um,
What the debate of whether or not that devalues the.
no, not about shinies, but about competitive Pokemon.
Ah, okay. What do you reckon? It's a
When
shambles.
yeah, Pokemon competitive right now, in my opinion, is a
It's all
mess.
Ultra
The amount
Beasts, isn't
amount
it?
of people, no, I'm
No,
talking about,
they'll be disallowed, won't they?
probably, but I was more thinking on the point of legality. You know, that fact that so many people gen Pokemon now. Is
Ah,
that so many
yes.
every game makes it that little bit easier to, breed and make competitive Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But then
in my
again,
opinion, we're at a
the-
point now where people have no excuse than just being lazy. Because now in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon and in Sun and Moon, in the PC, you can literally hit a button that says judge, and you can see what IVs it has.
oh,
You don't have to go
really?
to a
Because you
guide
had to
and
go
they
to a
tell you.
guy.
You
Wow.
won't just say, "Oh, it's well in HP, attack, and speed." You can actually visually see it now.
I'll be damned.
Also, let's say, for example, you capture a legendary. It has maybe HP and special defense, and you wanted special attack.
Mm.
You have a thing called bottle caps. You can get silver bottle caps and gold bottle caps. Once your Pokemon reaches level 100, you can go to a special man who will hyper train for a price of a bottle cap. That will give your Pokemon 31 IVs in that stat you choose.
You can just buy IVs?
Yes, but there is a catch.
Wow.
There is a catch. It only works in that game, and it's more cosmetic. So you
Okay.
can't use it for breeding. So those IVs, you can't use them for breeding.
So it doesn't
Also,
actually
if you
affect,
transfer it to another game, it will lose those IVs.
Right.
So that's what I mean. Even now, you can just pull a Pokemon straight out of the grass and
Have it
bottle
be
cap it to
perfect.
have 6 IVs.
Damn, son.
And by the way, I've just encountered a slow bro now, so that's
Here we
3
go.
allies in. That's
The
3 allies.
train has begun.
One thing I was wondering though was,
Mhm.
is it not possible to just sort of, get a slow poke or slow bro and then have a shiny variant of that and then evolve it?
Oh yeah.
I can do that.
But
Would that
where's the
not
fun
be-
in that?
Okay, I was wondering because that sounds like it would be higher odds,
Oh yeah,
Oh, easily.
yeah,
Yeah.
Because I'm doing the bottom evolution.
Hmm.
He's more likely to call another one of himself in.
Ah,
Mm.
okay.
If I do get a shiny, if it's of a slow bro, then I won't be able to evolve it. If
Mhm.
it's a slow poke, then I can evolve it.
Right.
When I trade it holding a King's Rock, it will evolve into a slow king.
Yeah, it's impossible to find a slow king, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they can. The only way now currently you can't technically counter one in the wild is through this SOS method.
Mm.
But it's going to be very high odds, I'm guessing. Like I said, I'm only 4 encounters in, or 4 allies called in. I've only counted 1 slow bro,
Mm.
but everyone else is going to call another one. Yeah, it's called a slow poke-in now.
Say, fellas.
I'm using a website, by the way, called PokemonForever.com. They have a thing called the Poker Radar, and it helps you just keep track.
Right.
So that's how I'm keeping the numbers.
I see.
And also, as it goes up, like right now, I'm on chain of 5, so that means every Pokemon now called in will have at least 1 perfect IV.
Mm.
Also, it
Hold
tells
on.
my odds depending if I have the Shiny Charm or not, which I do have the Shiny Charm.
Just a second, fellas. I'll be right back.
No problem.
Okie dokie.
I currently have no chance of a hidden ability. That's fine. I'm not really
Yeah.
looking for the hidden. I'm not really looking for the IVs or hidden abilities. I'm just looking for the shiny right now.
Mhm. Yeah. All right.
The max I can get on the highest chain, which I think is 40, it'll always have, I believe it's a 50-50 with hidden ability and has 4 IVs.
Sorry about that, fellas.
IVs.
Hello, George.
Howdy.
Mhm.
We still on Pokemon?
Yeah, we've mostly covered everything there is to.
Yeah,
I
I'll
missed
just
out, I
pop
missed
in
a
with
little bit.
updates. I will
Oh,
say
okay.
though, if we do manage to find one, what I'll do is I may as well send a link. Nope, I accidentally pasted the wrong link.
One shiny
Um,
slow
I'll
king equals.
post it. If I do find it, I'll ask you guys to go on this Bulbapedia page and guess the nature. So I'm not
Oh,
doing
geez.
synchronized.
Okay. Playing a little game with it. I like it. Okay.
Oof, oof.
Timid. I'm calling it now. It's gonna be timid.
Alright, 1 second. I've just been asked to go check something in a family member's room.
Cool,
Yeah,
cool,
go
cool,
for
cool.
it. No
Mm.
worries.
Right, whilst that's happening, then, have you fellas seen Jurassic World? Whatever subtitle it has, I can't. Jurassic World
I
2.
know all the spoilers and everything. I looked them up and I've.
Well, I
talked
mean,
to
I'm not
people
going to talk
it.
about spoilers here. I don't want to talk about the spoilers.
No, I have
here.
not seen it.
No, you
I'm-
haven't seen it.
No.
I'm gonna be honest. It looks trash.
Right. Well, you'd be right in you'd be right in assuming so.
Yeah.
It was really weird. I went to see it last night, and last night, or rather yesterday, I watched two films. So yesterday I watched Blade Runner 2049.
Great film. Saw that in IMAX.
Fantastic film,
was
or at least
amazing.
visually, anyway.
IMAX.
And then I saw in the afternoon Jurassic World, colon 2. I don't know.
Yeah. That film.
Nice.
What have you
And
got to
it-
say about that?
It was the first film in a long time I was just about ready to walk out of the cinema for. It was
Sounds about
it was
right.
really, really bad. And without going into spoilers too
Yeah,
much, it
it's-
was more like, I can't remember how long it was. Let's say it was 2 hours, because I know distinctly
Mm-hmm.
it was the last half an hour that was like worth watching. I'll admit I enjoyed the last half an hour. It was very
Yeah.
good.
But without
If only because it was visually decent. I think it's an absolutely excellent lesson in storytelling and film
in
of how not to write tropes,
Yeah.
because it suffers a lot from really generic characters and a really predictable plot point, to the point where it's almost kind of cringy when it's a character that you've seen from, like, I don't know, Binky and the Brain or something. They're that level of cartoonish tropes, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's one of those things as well that it, you know, it shouldn't be kind of the focus of the film.
Yeah.
Realistically, is the characters, and for the most part, it wasn't. There was a lot of dinosaur action in that film, but unfortunately, the cinematography in the film was just shoddy in
Yeah, but-
comparison to something like Blade Runner. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, obviously, I mean that they're hardly even a comparison. Those two films.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
They're both films, sure, but like
They
one
are
of them is
both
good. One
films.
of them is cash grab.
but if there's an observation you can make about Blade Runner 2049 that kind of spans across every film you could ever watch, if you go back and watch that film, shot for shot, it was meticulously made. You know,
yeah, it's pretty
every
obvious.
shot had a purpose, and that's just a lesson in, like, filmography.
You
know?
can tell if something's good if you could take the film and just take a random frame and turn that into a wallpaper or something.
Exactly.
Like, you know, that's when it's actually good.
And not a single shot is missing from that film. And I'm
Yeah.
not saying every shot in Jurassic World has to be.
No.
But the original Jurassic World and Jurassic Park were filmed fairly well. You know, there's iconic shots from both of those films.
For the most part, I did like the reboot with the Jurassic World. I like it. The first one, just the first one, right?
Yeah. What, Jurassic Park or Jurassic World now?
Jurassic World, the first, not,
right.
not the
Okay.
new one.
Okay.
I kind of liked it. It was a bit silly at times. Got very silly at other times. The concept of a dinosaur that could turn invisible was a bit stupid.
Camp stupid though. And I think that's what they tried to do with this film, is they tried to make it camp. They tried to make it a bit silly. They made it for kids. And it it was a hindrance because it wasn't fun.
Yeah, see, that's the thing though. Like, that film, the first film was like, okay, it was passable, but if it had gotten any worse, it would have been terrible.
Oh yeah, I don't know, because it had the concept. Because as much as the Indominus Rex turning invisible was silly, it was still really cool to see, and it was still super gratifying to have a T-Rex come back and then, like, I don't know, fight it. It was kind of,
I suppose
you
there's some
know,
stuff that are just annoying. The scene with the whole that whale like dinosaur that would just
oh,
kind of
come on now, that was
people.
cool. That was visually fun to look at, you know?
I mean, it was visual.
Yeah. It may not have been logical, but I'm okay with that because that's not what Jurassic World is supposed to be. It's not supposed to make me question my existentiality or anything like that.
I suppose not, but like
it's on like the same tier as like a kaiju film. I'm just here
I
to
don't
see
know.
cool, massive lizards. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just I thought the first one was alright. I did get bored at times, but
Oh, the
like
first one was passable.
like it was okay. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like the second one though,
which you haven't seen.
I know all about though.
You know all about it.
I
I
haven't
would
seen
talk
it,
about
but
it
like
here.
I've watched.
Fear
that
that people haven't
I
seen
know
it.
all the ending bits. I know all the. Yeah. I've watched. I would say I haven't seen it, but I have looked up.
Was you
snippets.
impressed with what you heard?
I've seen snippets and stuff as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm not impressed. No.
Okay.
I can't really say much about the end of the film, but like that's what really turned me off.
Yeah, it's silly, really.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a perfect example of how not to write a film. You know, it wasn't awfully shot or anything.
Yeah.
But it was a perfect example of how not to write characters in any medium of writing. You know.
Yeah.
And it was weird to see such a stark contrast film earlier in the day.
The other thing that puts me I've heard from like a lot of people who've gone and actually seen it in cinema, and every single one of those persons that comes back, and then they're like, oh, don't that film, it was terrible, don't what a waste of time. Like everyone I've spoken to says that to me.
Going into it, it had like decent reviews. It had like a level of mediocrity to it, you know, where it was just kind of middling. And so I'm fine with that. I'm okay with a decent film, with a nice little switch off film. But it was just plain bad, objectively anyway.
Yeah.
Otherwise, though, something I really appreciate in films, across all films, is a good soundtrack. And Jurassic Park, undoubtedly, John Williams, right?
I don't actually know.
I'm pretty sure it's John Williams. It's an iconic soundtrack, isn't it? Everybody knows it, regardless of whether or not it's a meme. Everybody knows what it is.
Well-known,
it's not in this film. It's not in, and it subs it out for some like you know how I don't know. I haven't seen Solo, but you know how Rogue One kind of had a Star Wars soundtrack, but it was more of like a fan-made soundtrack, or at least that's what it sounded like.
Yeah, they did deviate a bit from it, and I think they did the same thing in Solo.
It's the same thing, so I would have thought so.
Yeah.
But the thing about this is that it's supposed to be like a main story of like Jurassic World, and the music in it is like, it's the same thing. You know, it's not, you know, same thing as in like it's boring. It's not very good.
Yes.
I lost my train of thought, fellas.
But yeah, somehow that doesn't surprise me. I even before I'd heard anything about it, seen any clips, anything, I was like thinking, yeah, okay, I think this isn't going to be a good film. I'm not going to watch this in the cinema.
Well, based on the merit of the last film, you know, that's why I gave it its chance.
I watched the trailer and that was a huge turn off for starters. And then it just got worse from there as I heard more stuff about it. And now I'm just like, I might watch it if it ever comes on Netflix.
Oh, you know what, boys? It's been like, this year has not, or summer so far has not been fantastic for film. I ain't gonna lie.
The game's been great.
The game's been, well, I mean, you know, tell a lie. We had Infinity War, and that's been about it so far, to the best of my knowledge.
Well, Blade Runner was a bit before that.
Blade Runner was last year.
Yeah, it does.
Blade Runner was a while back. It was a shame because it was that good. I think it's like, I don't know. Logan for me for 2017 was film of that year.
We
easily.
2001: A Space Odyssey.
Oh yeah, we had 2001: Space Odyssey this year. That was good.
That was the best thing I've seen in cinema for a long time.
Yeah, I don't know. It was something about, because I love the film regardless, despite falling asleep in the cinema.
Nice.
I never really appreciated the sound design of that film until it was like, full 3D sound or whatever it is. When you're sitting in a cinema and it's, it's a real aspect of the film that you have to pay attention to. God, yeah, so many new things. It made me appreciate the film more seeing that in cinema.
Mm. Yeah, it was a much better film. Like in particular, there were certain scenes that you just couldn't replicate if you were to watch it on a computer monitor or a television.
Oh, easily. Any in
Like,
mind? Any in particular?
yes. Well, I'd have to go with like, the scene where like they're on the moon, and like
Yes.
they approach the monolith, and then they have a guy who tries to take a photograph of the monolith, and it just like hollers like this like loud noise out, and like it was actually painful. Do you remember it? Like,
Yeah, definitely. I think it's what woke me up.
it was like physically painfully loud. Like it was actually hurting my head. And I looked around. You could see other people like just like feeling. You could see how uncomfortable people were. Like listening
Yeah, which
to that
isn't
noise,
necessarily a bad thing.
And it was
that was
really
intentional.
good. That was intentional.
Yeah,
it was obviously intentional, and you would never get that if you were just to watch it on headphones or just watch it on a television that doesn't have like the level of speakers that a cinema has.
Although it was really weird as well how, in retrospect, how not genius, all right, but how nice it was to have an intermission. Not because the film was long, not because of that reason, but because you kind of like got to pick up the vibe of what everyone else was thinking afterwards and things like that. It became like a communal experience.
Yeah.
It was really nice.
There was a lot of things about it. Like everybody just walks out of the cinema. I could hear everybody talking about it. Like, oh, it's so good. It felt like a lot. It made the film feel more social than a normal film would feel.
Yeah, exactly.
And on top of that, I love how the intermission was in the original version. And like they didn't modernize it. They kept it exactly how it was with the intermission.
That was Christopher Nolan's idea, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Either way, Kubrick was he was a don, wasn't he? His films were great, or at least Space Odyssey. If that's anything I can speak for it, Space Odyssey is a great film.
Yeah.
Love that film.
Yeah.
And it was so, I don't know, the opportunity's gone for people now to see it in cinemas, I think, but
you might be able to. I don't know. Probably.
Maybe if you do get the opportunity to see it in cinema, rather, go. Undoubtedly, just go. You won't regret it.
In 1 or 2 cinemas.
What, near us? We're gonna go again?
View have it, yeah.
Okay, boys. Tom hasn't seen it, so
I have not.
View have it on the 26th.
Let's go then, fellas.
That's a Tuesday. Oof.
What about you, Tom, Mr. Smith?
Mr.
What have you seen any films recently this month? This summer?
This year, just Infinity War.
Just Infinity War?
Yeah, and then I've just been
Should we talk
extremely
about
busy,
that?
so I haven't had much time to go out to the cinema.
Yeah,
son.
no, fair enough. Uni.
But now it's all like I can
It's
do
like,
whatever
I
I
don't
want.
know. Film is like, or the cinema at least, it's like my little safe zone.
Really?
I love being in the cinema. Yeah.
Oh, really? I mean, I like watching films in cinemas, but
I mean, it really helps down here that it's like £3 a ticket, you know?
I suppose, yeah, Cardiff is cheap. Yeah. I've got a BAFTA card as well.
A BAFTA card?
Yeah, I'm a BAFTA member. So, like, if with a lot of films that have been out in cinema for a while, I can just sort of go in and watch them for free.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Lucky for some.
Wow.
You can become a BAFTA member if you want.
What, is it free?
No.
Well, there you go.
Why would it
But
be?
it has. Well, it's more like you need to be a student or a professional game designer or like somebody in
that industry,
in
involved with the
media
BAFTAs.
industry. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, they have like they don't let you just watch films for free, which are they've just come out, right?
Damn it.
In fact, like the Odeon, for example, have a list of the film, the dates which you can start to watch them. For example, I put up the list now.
God, I'll tell you what, actually, bringing up Infinity Wars just reminded me, I think it's what the issue has been with films as a recent. No films don't have any balls anymore, it seems, at the moment. I mean, I can't think of any off the top of my head that was like, that had the goal to have like a unsatisfying or unhappy ending. Jurassic World tried to have an unhappy ending. It tried to have a bittersweet ending.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, if they're too unhappy, it
No, I'm
doesn't-
happy. Infinity
Well,
War had a, it was great. I was as I was walking in, kids were coming out, they were crying and things.
I
It
know.
was great. It was great.
I-
A film that actually, and a Marvel film no less, that made people feel something is impressive. That's what a film should do. It should make you
Yeah.
feel.
Well, absolutely. And I do understand that sometimes if they add too much, like too many deaths in it, too much going on, it limits their options for a sequel.
What are you saying? There wasn't many deaths in
No,
in Infinity War?
I'm just saying, like that they have the room to do that, but like in some
Mm.
films they don't have the room to do that because if they did it, like they wouldn't be left with many characters.
Right.
If they flat out, like I know they killed all the old characters in Star Wars, right? But like if they just sort of,
Jeez.
mhm.
Spoiler.
God,
No, that
no.
wasn't like the thing is right. So they had Ryan Johnson had the balls to do that. All right, I'll give him that much. He had the balls to do that, but he made
Yeah.
it. Didn't have the balls to like do it properly.
Yeah.
That's the thing, or he just didn't have the writing prowess. I don't know. It's a mixture of things. It seems.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry, stretching. Just gonna have a little stretch.
enjoying that stretch.
Yeah,
Enjoying it as much as
Mhm.
the World Cup recently, Tom.
yeah, I have. It's been good so
Who are we
far.
missing at the moment? Is anyone playing at the moment?
Yes.
I mean,
Let's
we've
move
seen
this on.
underdogs win.
Right now it's
been-
half time. Denmark versus Australia, 1-1.
Oh,
Hot
come on,
man.
Denmark.
I would have said that this is an underdogs.
Did I say 1-0? It's 1-0. It's gone 1-0 at 1-1 again. What the hell? I was on the
It's
Google
got the
page.
score, though.
I was on the Google page, right? It
For a
was
goal.
1-1, and then it went to 1-0, and now it's gone back to 1-1 again. But then I click on it,
Well
and
then.
it says 1-0. Wait, did the score get changed or something? And it says 1-1 now. It's broken.
It's a broken.
I'm not kidding. It's like glitching out.
I would have said that this has been an underdogs World Cup up until like the England game, and then
Yeah.
and then England started slam
England-
dunking.
England were at a disadvantage in that game.
Because in fact, the
Well,
referee was terrible.
That's because of the referee. If you actually watch the
VAR, the VAR was
game,
terrible.
VAR, you
too.
saw
There was a spear
they
tackle.
weren't using it. They weren't using it at all. It wasn't just one spear tackle. There were multiple times where I saw the captain of the England team just get like knocked to the floor. Like,
Just absolutely punched,
yeah.
dropped by.
I would like to hear his thoughts after that game.
Tunisia probably thought they were wrestling. That's what they thought.
That's what it was. Yeah,
They're in the
I
wrong
signed up to the
sport.
wrong sport.
Yeah.
Why did we
have-
bring
yeah.
Logan Paul here?
Yeah. You've seen the video, haven't you, George?
Hmm?
Where he just gets wrestled down like multiple times.
Mm.
Like, so weird.
I mean, you can't complain.
Well,
England won in the end, so
I know, but like,
and I'm sure it's
I
not going
mean-
to come down to goal difference in that group.
no, but like the thing that people complain about is the fact that like, one of the reasons why they conceded one of the goals was because a penalty was given,
Mm,
and then like they weren't given a penalty on the other side, right?
right.
That annoyed a lot of people.
I'm sure it annoyed a lot of people, but you can't really be mad about it now, can you?
No, but I guess it's because then you watch the Russia game and they were constantly going on about like all the fact that they were checking like all the VAR and everything over and over and over again multiple times.
I thought Russia was going to have a repeat of their first game. What was it?
Yeah.
3-1 in the end, wasn't it?
The X1 was an
Yeah.
own goal.
Yeah, well, one was a goal,
A
but
great own goal shot.
when they started putting them away, it was like, oh dear, here we go.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I just think they just like need to use this VAR thing properly. Maybe after the England game, they had a right shaking off.
Oh,
and
they
were,
got
like,
slammed dunk.
Yeah. Maybe they were told, okay, you actually need to use it. We paid for it.
Close Pornhub for 5 minutes.
Yes.
Fellas, please.
Yeah, exactly. So
Oh,
like,
is that a picture someone sent on the
yeah, that I
chat?
said. Yeah, so I assume they've closed Pornhub now, and like they're actually using it. That or it's because it was a Russian game.
What's this?
Hmm?
Shanabrand, Rory, you changed my life. I now wanted to become a man made out of wieners. Can we change the topic to wieners, please? Hey, it's your podcast. Tom. Rory, rather. Don't think
Yeah.
too hard. It sounds
Go.
like you're gonna hurt yourself.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about wieners now.
Yeah, go.
The
Let's
prospect
do
of
it.
becoming a wiener.
Yes, let's do it.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of reminds me of that whole copy paste that was like, I'm trying to become a walrus. I've already cut off my arms and legs and started sliding around on my belly to imitate moving like a walrus. Only to become a wiener, I guess you just have to stop moving altogether, because a wiener's an inanimate object. You see.
Just give up on life. Just lie down. Done. Don't do anything for like. Nope. Don't even
It's
eat.
not even
don't
like
even
becoming
drink.
a plant, is it? Because at least a plant can like photosynthesize.
Yeah.
Then
Hmm.
again, you've heard about those like Zhaoling monks they who claim they can photosynthesize.
Mm-hmm. And they have those, they have the Shroud of Shadows and things like that as well.
Mm.
Using the, I forgot what they're called. The I'm on Shaolin Showdown at the moment.
Wait,
This is what the topic. That's
What?
what I was trying to reference here. The Shroud
I
of
mean, I'm
Shadows.
talking about real ones, but
Yeah, no, I think that's. I noticed you guys didn't really pick up on the whole Shaolin Showdown meme.
I did
It was
watch
like, I
that
need
when
to
I was a
save
kid.
this special.
Yeah.
Thank you for the follow, by the way. Even though.
Jack
Thank you.
Spicer.
What is the Infinity Gauntlet the latest Shengon
Much
Wu?
appreciated.
Oh, hot damn. It was the Shengon Wu. That's
Thank
what it
you.
is. Papa bless you, Shannon Brand. That's a new little. Whoa, what is this?
Hmm?
You changed your follow. It
Yeah.
used to be Trump.
Because.
Oh, the
What
new
used
Rory
to be
Smith
Trump?
is just. I don't know if I like this, Tom. I don't know if I condone this behavior.
Sorry. I need to bring back Trump. I'm sorry. I did enjoy Trump.
That was very fancy for what it
I'm
was.
sorry. I apologize. Should I go back to like get rid of
No,
like
no.
the goals?
You know what? Change is good. This is exactly what you need.
These are
all right?
steps forward.
I support you in every decision you make. You absolute flipping idiot.
You wiener.
There we
Yeah.
go. Or is that a compliment in this context?
I am
Hmm.
a compliment. Let's go with that.
We were going to talk about films today.
Do we? like what? What films?
I don't know,
What
like
films?
generally. That's the thing. We were
Just
going to go
films.
from like.
Them.
We were
Films?
just talking about them. We've gone on
Yeah.
such a. We've done it. We've absolutely gone off
But
rails.
we
I
always
see an
go off.
orphanage
I mean,
approaching.
What films are we going to talk about? I haven't really watched that many recently.
I say films. I kind of meant like just film in general. I
Oh.
didn't want to be like cliche and be like, "Hey fellas, what's your favorite films? Let's discuss and analyze film." But in all honesty, I think I prefer the topic of wieners. In all honesty, I think we
Yeah,
could've got
so
that to the next
So you
hour
get
or
many
so.
kind. You put some in the
Watch-
microwave, come in disgusting brine.
The thing is, right? I learned today
like
whilst
packaging.
actually making wieners. You microwave them in that brine. You don't take them out of the brine. Did you know that? I didn't
I've
know
never
that.
microwaved a hot dog.
Is it to stop them drying out?
No, you're supposed to. Well, maybe because you know when you like microwave a hot dog and like you don't
Not
stick a
really.
hole in it before you don't poke it with a fork, it just explodes.
I don't
I'm
microwave
guessing
hot
the
dogs.
brine is like the anti-explosion device that
Oh, I mean,
that
it
we
could, yeah, like when you put a bomb underwater and it sort of cushions it.
only the bomb doesn't go off in this situation. I think is what the analogy is.
Ah,
That's what it does.
I've not had hot dogs in ages. The smell of the brine makes me wanna.
I love brine. I'll drink it.
Oh,
you
dear.
disgusting bastard, Will. I don't care. I swore you are a dirty bastard.
Dirty boy. You're a
I take
dirty
it
monkey.
I take
Will.
it you guys don't eat tuna.
Right.
Oh,
No.
with the brine. Jeez. Drain it.
No,
No.
what are you on about? You keep
No.
it in.
It's flavour.
Yeah.
It's well, I mean, if you eat it out of the tin, yeah, but it's not like I go in there with a spoon and slurp it up, you know.
It's like
I
it's
feel like
it's
you're
a-
losing out.
It's,
Come on.
it's like a sauce. You put that on the top.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it's underneath. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know.
You
What?
like fork it out of the tin.
You
and
put
then
tuna on a bread, and then what? You make the bread soggy by putting brine on it.
Depends what you're making.
You're missing out. You're just missing out.
Am I missing out?
Yeah, you
I
really
make
are.
more than
Why
just
I'm
tuna
fat, I
sandwiches
don't
in my
know.
life.
So,
And yes, you are missing out.
you are.
Okay.
Just
Tell you what
Okay.
is disgusting.
I will
though.
happily
I'll
miss
stop
out.
guzzling
I'll tell
brine
you what
from
is
now on.
disgusting, which I accidentally bought once, was like tuna, but like instead of brine, it was like in tomato sauce or something.
Oh,
Yeah,
you sure it just wasn't? Oh,
it wasn't bleeding, if that's what you're gonna say.
give me the option to at least put the sauce on.
No, yeah, it was.
That's
it
a
Well,
was-
like a little sachet in the tin.
That's a. I don't, I
He'll
was gonna say
hear.
that's that's a very, very specific niche that they're trying to fill there. That's a very specific market they're
Well, I
going
know,
for.
Yeah, no, I'm not
I
kidding.
know you
it's,
get sausage rolls now in shops. I have like tomato sauce with them, don't I?
Some of them do. They're
Oh.
disgusting. I had a breakfast sausage roll once that had like bacon, fine,
Oh,
but it
sorry.
had like crushed tomatoes and beans in it. It was grim.
What?
Mm.
Yeah.
By the way, I put it in the
Yeah,
chat.
Why have
The
crushed tomatoes? A sausage roll should just be left as a sausage roll.
It's not a sausage roll anymore, is it? If there's not a bloody sausage in it.
A vegetarian sausage roll.
A cheese roll. Give me a break. Come on.
cheese roll. That would be lovely.
They exist.
Yeah, I know they do.
They're actually kind of nice.
They are nice.
Yeah.
I love how we've gone from movies to food.
I
I
prefer
put
it.
in the.
I much prefer this.
Yeah.
By the way, in the Discord chat, I put a link to Tesco's groceries to see the tuna chunks in tomato sauce. Not good. £1.50.
Ah.
Oh. Oh.
Are there any reviews on it? Hold on. Let me pull up. Let me see if there are any reviews. You
They
guys
might be got
talk
some
amongst
reviews on
yourselves.
Amazon Food.
Tuna chunks in tomato sauce.
Just read out the reviews.
It just
Stuart.
isn't good.
Well, that's your review anyway.
I found a
Peat oil.
I found somebody who made a pizza with it.
Oh.
That's what it
I
would be.
can tell
For.
you,
I feel like
boys,
it's supposed to
Boys,
go on
just
like
an update. Just an update.
Okay.
Well, I'm on a chain of 37 right now, and I've just encountered my first slow king.
Whew.
Nice.
So the chances of you actually finding the shiny slow king today is
Technically, right now is roughly 1 in 273,
that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
and it should have 4 IVs and has a 15% chance of having a hidden ability.
Hmm. Fair enough.
But obviously, I'm fainting it because it ain't a shiny. So get out of here.
Oh.
What are
By
you
the way,
doing in
the-
my basement?
If any of you were
Get
wondering,
out of here.
apparently tuna in tomato sauce is quite good if you decide to make a tuna pizza.
Would you
Tuna
like to
pizza.
review? Would you like to write a review for Prince's tuna
Food
chunks with tomato
reviews.
sauce? I surely would.
But
5
I'm gonna
stars?
be honest, like, can
This
you
is
imagine the look on my face when I was hoping for a tin of tuna and that's what I opened?
I
Like,
bet you were really disappointed.
yeah.
Oh, I was so looking forward to guzzling some delicious tuna brine, and now
Yeah.
I've been greeted with viscous tomato sauce.
In my opinion, though, I don't know why, but like I find it worse than the tomato sauce one. Is like the one in sunflower oil. I'd hate. Yeah.
That does not
I don't understand. I don't understand this brine hype.
Alright,
So, what's your favorite kind of tuna?
Tuna, the tinned kind. Gee,
what's your favourite fish we should be asking that actually?
oh, easily a salmon.
I was gonna say
A
salmon as
salmon.
well. Oh,
It's just
what about you,
yeah, you might be
Cameron?
like a hickory smoked.
Like I've always
salmon.
felt like mackerel is very, very fishy. The taste of it, and cod isn't much better.
I love cod. Cod is easily
Oh,
second
cod.
best.
Oof.
It's
cod
more
is
the
nice.
it's more the smell after you cook it. It smells like I don't know.
You ever smell mackerel? My God.
You ever smelled a mackerel? You ever picked one up by the tail, given it a little
I go to
Oh.
Cardiff Market every day, and they tell me
just
to get out.
for the delicious scent of a mackerel,
The
a
mackerel.
smackerel of a mackerel.
No, but really though, like, have you ever cooked a mackerel? They just stink, like
No,
completely.
I-
Like,
Under what context were you cooking a mackerel though?
I put it.
Don't
in the
question
grill. You wait.
Is it a big fish? I always thought a mackerel was like a
I mean,
close
they're
to the
not
size of a
small.
plankton.
Well, okay, they're not a big fish. Like, have you seen a tuna? They're actually big.
No, tunas are thick,
Yeah,
thick boys,
Yeah.
and they crush them
But-
into a tiny little can.
Yeah. I don't think they put the whole tuna in one tin. Actually, I watched a video quite recently about someone gutting a tuna. If you're interested.
Oh.
No thanks.
No, I was watching a documentary the other day that was like the king of tuna in Japan,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Bruh, you Americans keep like shooting these tuna in the side of the belly, and it's like messing up the good meat." And he's
Oh.
ripping into kids. He's like, you all should be fishing the right way, the Japanese way. Pretty interesting stuff.
Thank you.
Oh, here it is. It's a really good video if you're interested in gutting tunas.
Oh, thanks.
It's a
I'll be
very
sure to watch
professional
that whilst
video.
I'm
Maybe it's something to do in the summer. I don't know.
Hmm.
Well, fish gutting.
In the middle
ain't
of
gonna lie,
trying to
Like,
actually,
it's
make
not a bad
sentences.
video.
Or just
Have
This is
you-
like
sorry.
ASMR levels of interesting.
Kind of like
No.
controversial. I
ASMR
guess.
gutting the fish.
Today.
I don't know. I'll take it over. Like I don't know. I don't know if I take it over. But most certainly I'll say it. Well, I said it once on this podcast. I'll say it 10 more times. Exactly 10 more times. Put a counter up of how many times I'm going to say this.
Okay. Give me a
People eating
second.
food in my left ear. All right. Best ASMR. Crunching on a pickle.
Just
That's
the
the best
left
kind
ear.
of
Right ear ruins it.
Now say it 9 more
Just
times.
the left. My right ear is 2. I don't know. We got 10. It's once per podcast.
Okay.
And then I got
I
to
don't
switch it
know
up.
why. Every time I watch this video, it looks so satisfying to cut apart a fish.
Jeez. Well,
Like,
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
kidding. Like, have a little look. It really is.
I'm okay for now.
Maybe later. I think I'm not too keen on that one.
You might like it.
I'll have
I'll tell
food
you
for
what, though. Have you seen? And it's kind of like I don't know. They get a lot. It's a little controversial because you get a lot of people disliking videos, but like
Okay.
the dispatching of like sea creatures for food, like people making like eel and. Well, I think the one I want to talk kind of what I meant to talk about was like crab. There's like a
Right.
million ways, a million billion videos on YouTube on how to like kill a crab, and I was watching one where I was like, fellas,
Give me a second.
we're gonna
sorry.
stop messing around here. I'm gonna show you exactly how we dispatch a crab, and he just picks it up by the legs and smacks the body against a wooden post, and it's gone,
Ooh.
just
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. I mean, there aren't many ways to kill it instantly, right? That is, so that
That's
is
one of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
without like completely ripping it apart.
I'm not gonna say I thought it was satisfying because it was more horrific than anything, but
Well, I mean,
it was horrifically satisfying. I
Yeah.
kind of cringed and was soothed at the same time.
Mm. Do you like the taste of crab, by the way?
Love the taste of crab.
Yeah, crab is nice.
Mwah.
Yeah.
Lobster, I'm not too fussed on though.
Really?
I thought it would be more meaty and they're just kind of creamy, you know. I haven't had many
Yeah,
experiences
I've
with the
not had
lobster.
many, but
From
you
what
might be right.
I'd much take a crab. I'd much take a. To be honest, I think any kind of like seafood.
yeah.
What are they? Cockles are probably my
Cockles.
favorite. Cockles in vinegar. I'm a simple man.
Simple
Really,
man,
I
like
just-
simple
I
food.
wouldn't.
Take me down to Barry Island. Give me some cockles and vinegar.
Cockles. Ugh. Ugh.
Simple man, like simple
You know,
food.
tell me you eat mussels now as well.
I love mussels,
Pry them open and suck
dude.
'em
Like
out.
shell foods are great. I love 'em.
Really?
Although
Oh, okay.
not oysters. What are they? Like shallots. I don't know. Things that are like actually kind of meaty and aren't creamy.
Yeah, I've
I
never
don't
had,
like
I've
creamy
never
meats.
had oysters actually.
Mm.
Um,
I don't know about oysters, but it's the ones that you always see in like high-end restaurants. I had them once,
yeah.
and they're like white cylinders, and I'm not a fan of those because they're not. They're supposed to be served soft, and I ain't a fan of that. I'd rather something I can bite, please.
Have you ever had caviar?
No, I haven't. I haven't reached that level of,
Okay.
pinky finger to the mouth yet.
yeah, yeah. I've not had caviar either. I was just wondering. I
But
know you
there's a
can buy,
lot.
like,
There's different kinds of caviar, isn't
yeah,
there? There's
you
like
can buy
there's
cheap caviar, like
Yeah.
£2 in a tin, right?
literally just it's just a
Yeah.
it's a bird's egg. It's not even fish egg.
Yeah.
Cheap.
Well, I wouldn't say a bird's egg is like a chicken. like- but you could, I guess you could class, maybe a duck egg.
Thing is,
as
I don't know if
caviar.
I look at caviar and I don't think it doesn't look appetizing whatsoever.
doesn't.
I
It
don't
just-
look
yeah.
at some caviar on the side and think like, ooh,
Yeah.
that's the garnish.
Yeah, it's just
choice.
like being black bees. It kind of looks like, obviously, it's
Yeah.
fish eggs.
Hmm.
Yeah. Did watch a
Give me
Gordon Ramsay
some-
video though, where they like opened up a fish and it was just full. It was completely full of caviar.
Of caviar.
It was worth tens of thousands of pounds, I think.
Whew.
Yeah.
Get him, Gordon.
Ooh. I
I
like
don't know. You see him on YouTube, trying to do like cooking tutorials and things.
hmm
It's like, Gordon, stop trying, would you?
please.
Binging with
Well,
Babish is always going to be.
yeah, okay, yeah, those aren't.
If you don't give me, if I ain't watching Bibbing with Badges, I Badges. If
Yeah.
I ain't watching my boy Bibbin, alright, I ain't watching cooking.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
I mean, I do enjoy Gordon's TV shows though.
Oh yeah, Hell's Kitchen is a
Absolutely.
classic.
Yeah, and Kitchen Nightmares,
Kitchen
Hotel
Nightmares.
Hell. Yeah,
Mm. Just
They
just
are-
give me angry British man screaming at people.
That-
exactly.
That's
what,
it. It's sold me. I'm gonna do
that's the
one
vibe.
cooking
It's-
video. Done.
You've already got how to make the perfect cup of tea
Yeah,
with
that's
Rory
not,
Smith.
not really cooking, though, is
You didn't
it?
really get angry. You were more satisfied. That's a proper cup of tea,
Yeah.
that is. That's a proper cup of tea, to quote.
Quote, go to my YouTube channel, check it out.
No table smacking, no nothing.
No,
Mm. Mm. Are you sure it was a proper cup of tea though?
no, I did it
It
as
was
a
more
joke.
like 3 tea bags,
It
like
was
a whole cup of milk, and then
was
over
one of them
boiling water.
builders teas, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Where it's like just cold.
At the end, I just decided to put it down the sink because it was that bad. It made me want to commit
Ah.
To a relationship.
to a relationship.
Hello, Rian, how are you?
None of you have had my proper cup of coffees, have you?
No, I haven't. We talked about this last night off
Yeah.
stream, maybe.
Kinda. Yeah, it was off stream. It was off. Maybe it was off one of the streams.
I don't know. Am I dumb? Am I stupid for my coffee of choice being a latte?
No.
No?
That's what I
It's
drink.
your choice.
Oh, geez, because I thought he was gonna go for like a triple cappuccino with like I don't know a mocha latte with some
Okay, yeah,
cream on
like
the top or
so
something.
that, I have different rules, I guess. If I'm gonna be like having a coffee in a disposable cup, I will always go with a latte. I think a cappuccino in a disposable cup is just stupid because
There's too much acidity, bro.
acidity. What?
It's melting the inside of my disposable cup.
What?
Ah,
What?
shit.
Don't worry, I'm being an idiot.
I'll let you know. Lattes
Alright.
and cappuccinos have the same amount of milk.
Right, but a higher acidity content.
Oh. No.
Sorry, it's really stupid. I'm
The,
making myself
the
laugh.
only real difference between a latte and a cappuccino is how the milk was frothed.
Right.
Right. So like a latte, you froth the milk up a lot more than you would. Sorry, a cappuccino,
So-
you froth up the milk a lot more than you would with a latte.
Mm-hmm.
And
And the latte is like, of course, that the froth makes it pH neutral.
Whereas like
I'm
with a latte,
sorry, I'm
right?
gonna stop. I'm gonna-
Whereas with a latte, right, I generally, you don't have much, you don't have much froth at all, really. You have a little bit, just a little bit at the top. Which is why I think it's useful in a disposable cup. If you go to Starbucks or Costa Coffee or whatever, right, and you put the little lid on it, you don't have a load of froth. Why the hell would you want a load of froth? You just want to drink the drink.
Yeah,
So,
I guess that is true.
Like a latte is the most suitable one. Americano, I guess, would work too, I suppose.
Give me the black coffee.
Or yeah, okay. If we're not going with espresso, yes, black would work too. But I've had milky white in the past. It just tastes shit now, though.
You've got a strong boy's tongue now. Doesn't instantly melt at the. I don't know. A milky white is more alkaline than acid, which is probably why it hurts your mouth now.
Yeah, sure. But like I the ones I make at home, I would say I don't know. It's hard to say. I describe them as a midway between a latte and a cappuccino.
Let's just say, all right, that coding doesn't pull through for you, but Barista God is most definitely on the table as a career path.
Oof.
But like, if you're wondering, yeah, if you are interested, my usual technique to make my coffees at home is a double espresso shot of Cold Town coffee.
Or locally.
And you do that, you got to grind it, tamper it, the usual drill. And then
Gotta roast you. Sorry.
I don't roast my beans. I have actually been considering getting a roasting pan though. Are you okay?
I just drunk. You know when you drink some water. Sorry. You know when you drink some water and it just goes down the wrong hole.
Yes.
That.
Yes.
Sorry, you were talking about you were
Sorry
thinking
about
about buying a bean roaster.
Yes. I'm actually thinking about buying one. I just like, so there's the benefits of having unroasted beans. Buying roasted beans means that the longer you have the beans, the quicker they deteriorate in quality, right? Every single day that you have your beans, the worse they taste, right?
Right.
Every day slightly worse than the previous day, just very slightly. But if you have unroasted beans, they pretty much stay in the same taste for up to 6 months. So you could buy a lot of it. You could buy a lot of unroasted coffee beans.
Yeah, we're talking about coffee now.
Right, I thought you were talking about beans as in baked beans. for some
Well,
reason.
don't be.
I'll cook my own
And of
baked
course,
beans
before
from
you bake
scratch.
any beans, you have to roast them first.
Yeah,
It's a
so
very meticulous process to
it
make
is something I've
the
been
perfect.
considering. The only problem is I'd actually have to roast them, and that's a lot of effort.
I mean,
Plus,
nobody's paying you to roast the beans, so why do it? You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
I mean, coffee's quite expensive. I buy 1 kilo for about £30.
A kilo.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I guess that's not bad price actually,
I
but
can barely curl a kilo.
oof.
That's a lot of coffee beans.
I looked on my recent orders. It's like in the hundreds of pounds.
What, for
Jeez.
coffee beans?
Yeah,
Wow.
but
Well, I mean, it's not something I struggle with, unfortunately. Is my bean addiction.
yeah. But like, yeah, I generally do go with a midway between a latte and a cappuccino. I'll put I'll get my milk jug. I'll put 300 milliliters of milk in the milk jug,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then
Specifically,
specifically, it has to be 300 because that's just the right amount.
300 is a lot of milk. I ain't gonna lie.
I have a
It's
really
how
big
much I
mug.
use in a. It's how much I put. That is a big mug, actually. It's about as much as I put with my porridge oats, and it's like we go through so much milk now. Now that I use like 300 mil.
Yeah,
in,
I
like,
buy
a
I
bowl.
buy eight pints of milk every like 2 days.
Woof.
I mean, that's not just for me, right? That's
Yeah,
for
of course. Everybody's they've got
but
their own milk antics going on.
yeah, but like so yeah, then I'll put the thermometer in it. I'll do a 50% air, 50% water mix until 30 degrees Celsius, and then I'll cut off the air, and I'll just let I'll let steam into it up until about 72, 73 degrees Celsius. In which point, then I just start banging it on the desk, and I can pour it into the
I like that.
mug, which has the double espresso shot, and you get a lovely coffee. Put a
You know
little
what
bit
I'd
of
like to see
like
live
put,
stream, Will?
hmm?
I'd like to see a stream, like an IRL coffee tutorial.
Oh,
I would watch that.
there are a
Um,
few videos of me making coffees floating around.
And then like Rory Smith follows up with a stream, The Perfect Cup of Teapot 2 live.
Live, yeah,
If
yeah.
you're wondering though, like with cleaning up as well, like because you have to wash everything afterwards, it does take me about 15 to 20 minutes to make a coffee.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is the cup of coffee worth it?
Absolutely.
Okay then.
Yesterday I had 2.
Then again, you say 20 minutes. A 300 milliliter coffee, milk in coffee without coffee mug
Yeah, well, I'd say
is more
actually
like a meal than a drink.
it's more like it's more like 280 milliliters because then of just milk, right? And then
Right.
then you put in water into it, and it gets it up to about 700 milliliters because you've got like all the water.
Mm.
I'll double check how big the mugs are actually.
While he does that, Karen, update.
Update. I've just encountered a slow bro. I'm on chain of 46. So my shiny chance is still the same. It should have 4 IVs and it still has a 15% chance of having it hit in a bit.
Okay.
Are
Not much
you
else. It's very repetitive.
feeling the tire yet? Are you hitting the wall yet?
I'm not hitting the wall yet. It's just sometimes it doesn't always call for an ally.
Right, I see.
I don't know what its
Does
actual
that mean it
core
resets
rate
the
is.
chain though? If it doesn't call for an ally, that resets the
No.
chain, doesn't it? Oh, okay.
It resets if I knock that one out and obviously end the battle or run.
Right.
Yeah, my mugs are about 500 milliliters. So then you don't put every drop right from the milk jug into it because the bottom bits it's just like a mixture of froth and whatnot. You just don't want to pour that in there.
Mm.
Yeah. So, yeah, 500 milliliters sounds about right. Yep. Sprinkle some chocolate on the top.
Ugh.
It's lovely.
Say, Tom,
Yes.
Mr. Smith,
Rory Smith at your service.
Rory Smith. You know how the stream has a title,
Yes.
and the title is called An Afternoon with Rory Smith
Yeah.
and Friends. Join us ? I guess ? Are you
Yeah.
sure it's not An Afternoon with Friends and Rory Smith?
No.
No,
I
you're
keep
wrong.
no. It's not
You're right.
Friends of Rory Smith. Rory Smith is running this podcast and he's
That's,
making it work behind the scenes. He's making
That's
sure
what's going
everything's
on
okay.
here. I'm sorry. I just felt like I haven't heard your voice in like a solid 20 minutes.
It hasn't been a solid
Talk.
20 minutes because
Talk.
I am talking
Talk.
currently. It seems like you can hear me. I'm talking about Final Fantasy. We've
What?
been playing Final Fantasy a lot, haven't
All
we,
right, we
guys?
forgot
Yeah.
to talk about Final Fantasy. Goi.
We're
Okay,
having
let's talk about
such
how
a
the servers are down.
we're having such a
Ah,
great time.
I'm
Actually,
fuming. It's sabotaged
is
my
it up?
screen,
Is it
dude.
up? That's the question. Is it up now?
If it's
Check,
up now,
actually.
I don't know.
I don't know, but
No.
we've been playing it like every day so far, and it's been addictive. It's so
It's
much
been
to
great.
do.
You know,
It's
now
fun.
might be a great time to plug the Smithlings ad real quick.
I'm not gonna plug the ad until when we go for an
You
ad break.
gut bang, you flipping fool.
An
We
ad
may as
break.
well let them all know.
We're doing it.
What? Let all 6 viewers know.
Okay. The 6 viewers being you, Free, Emerson.
Come on.
What if
Us
I'm not
three,
in the know?
so-
What is the Smithlings?
Yeah,
Go-
tell us.
Yeah, you gotta let us
I
know either
totally
way.
didn't
Go,
see
you
your
why,
YouTube
why you
video
gotta make it
regarding the
awkward
Okay.
for?
Yeah, what is a smith?
Okay. You're muted, yeah. I'm not. But yeah. I forgot to mute it.
June 12th. It's not the 12th though.
It is backwards.
Damn
Bang
it.
on, Will. Bang on.
Are we back?
Yeah.
Did
But,
you
like-
even play the advert?
I'm gonna do it when we have an ad break, okay?
God, that was just. Well, that
'Cause
was something, wasn't
when
it?
we go for a break, I'll mute myself and I'll
Yeah,
promote
well,
the ad, and then yeah.
God,
Lord, yeah, so
this
there's
took a dive. This is the kind of quality I'm used to. This is the kind of quality
Yeah.
I miss. Right?
Bring
God.
it back.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, so I think that they're saying it's a maintenance session or whatever, but
They
they're
don't have a
lying.
Twitter, do they?
They do, but they don't use it. Well, they do. They use it for adverts. They say it's maintenance, but it's actually because they did a little post, and it's actually like, oh, it's broke. We're looking into it.
We're looking into it. Okay.
That's what he said like
They
an
didn't
hour
give us
ago.
an ETA. Oh, dude, it's almost like it's 2:30, man. We're not gonna have enough time to get up to get yesterday's.
We need three. Well, if it comes back by 3:30, we'll be
Oh,
okay.
jeez. Oh, sorry, that was vile. Ooh, that felt as bad as it sounded.
But we need our like octuple XP. So
Man, it's kind of weird how it's double XP until we reach level 60,
yeah,
which is like 10 levels below the max level.
yeah.
Papa
That's
bless you,
because
Square Enix,
that's
I
one
guess.
expansion before the max level. Which would like they're trying to get everybody up to speed so they can play the latest stuff, right?
Do you think the Monster Hunter business thing is gonna cause the the level limit to increase? Because
No.
is the Monster Hunter thing an actual DLC? an expansion.
No, they've said it will be it's designed for people who are level 70 and have done the level 70 storyline.
Right.
So but it will be hard and you'll need gear. That's what they also said.
Man, I was looking at bard skills around
Okay.
level 70. Things get wacky, dude. Things
I know. Every skill gets wacky. Like it looks so fun. It looks so fun.
Man, I feel like 2001, like I can't remember the area. I was gonna make a reference to the wacky warehouse. Never
2001,
mind though,
what
huh?
happened in that year apart from
Nothing.
like,
It was when Wacky Warehouse wasn't a Miller and Carter. Did you guys never go to the Wacky Warehouse?
Are you
Nagadu.
sure you're not talking about Charlie Chalk?
No, I'm talking about. I think it became Charlie Chalk, but Wacky Warehouse, fellas, you're missing out if you don't know.
I know Charlie Chalk. I used to have a cup.
they
No,
did
no,
have
no,
these.
Charlie Chalk. I mean, hold on.
It's probably gone now. It could be like in the attic, but it's like when it had like the clown on it. It's like, haha, Charlie Chalk.
Oh,
Oh wow, it's a brand. There are
Yeah,
other Wacky warehouses where
hey Cameron, can we have your birthday party here?
bruh. Birthday parties at the Wacky Warehouse were
Where?
the shit.
In,
Alright.
in Wacky Warehouse, the closest one is in St. Mellons.
Let's do
In
it.
St. Helens. It was it wasn't like North Road. Do you know where like the new Miller and Carter is?
Yes.
That's where Wacky Warehouse was. It was that building, and then you go upstairs, and there'd be like a massive ball pit that was like best ball pit ever, hands down. Don't touch Wacky Warehouse's ball pit. And somewhere in the corner, they had a Dreamcast where you could play like Sonic Adventure 2. It was great.
They have a DVD.
A DVD player. Oh shit!
No, I mean, they've made a DVD.
Which you can purchase,
Yes.
like a feature-length
Kids.
film.
Kids, we can't afford to go there. You have to watch.
There you go. Nice.
You can watch these kids in the ball pit. Don't you wish you were having this much fun?
Straight up savage.
Everyone watching, love your kids. Like, love your kids. No.
Jeez, Cam.
That's a good place to have a little bit of a break, don't you think?
I meant as a
We're
positive
gonna end
message.
on love you kids.
Recompose
I meant
yourself.
it's like, if you are a parent, love your kids. Don't just
They
make them watch a DVD.
We have
Go actually
80
take
plus
them.
venues
Oh,
nationwide.
Okay, I think that's
Damn.
a perfect time for like a quick break. Don't you think? Yes, yes.
I think. Well, I
Right.
mean, we don't have a choice, do we, Mr.
No,
Mr.
I am-
Tyrant Smith.
No.
All right.
I fucked up that line, didn't I?
Right. Just be
I've
back
barely
to...
spoken, and when
Bye.
I speak, I fuck it up.
Turn this volume up, all right? If I don't hear that music playing.
Hi guys, Rory Smith here. Just a quick ad for you. Do you play Final Fantasy Realm Reborn? Do you have no friends? Are you bored by being by yourself doing quests? Do you want to join a cool guild? Then you can join the Smithers today. You can do quests, rage, and much, much more. All you have to do is become a follower, become a Smith. Yay! Followers only on Twitch. If you follow me, message me your name, and you'll be added to the guild. Woo! Hi guys, Rory Smith here. Just a quick ad for you. Do you play Final Fantasy Realm Reborn? Do you have no friends? Are you bored by being by yourself doing quests? Do you want to join a cool guild? Then you can join the Smithers today. You can do quests, rage, and much, much more. All you have to do is become a follower, become a Smith. Yay! Followers only on Twitch. If you follow me, message me your name, and you'll be added to the guild. Woo!
commit itself to achieving the goal before this decade is out of living the middle of the moon.
Okay, we checked all four systems, and you're go on modulation, all four, and keying with a go. Okay,
We're back.
Ooh!
Hello.
My brittle bones.
5-minute
hurt.
break
Hello.
turned into
I really
20.
appreciate the break, fellas,
Why? Why did you enjoy the break? Why?
because it gave me a chance to rest my vocal.
We got
I've been
to
screaming all day.
evaluate Alison Quinn.
Oh, that's what we did on our time off, on our little break. What did everyone else get up to? Because we were all watching Alison Quinn.
Yeah. So,
I was waiting for the stream to start so I can continue shiny hunting.
oh yeah,
Oh,
crap! You can't do it
actually
on
take a break
breaks.
from shiny hunting.
Yeah, I can't do it on break.
Yeah, we
Oh,
we
okay,
agreed.
okay.
Ooh.
Is that what you agreed?
There's actually no. I'm still keeping count of how many allies Slowpoke have called in, but there's no point really because it's maxed out. Its its odds of being shiny IVs and hidden abilities.
Right.
So should I keep count just for the sake of keeping count, or do you think not at this point?
Keep count.
Keep count.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, I say keep count. Just-
A new addition to the cast in the
Wait.
break as well.
Oh yeah,
Hello?
yeah. We found someone.
I don't
found
see
them
his
on the
name
stream.
I don't
I'm-
find him
I
on
don't
the
have a
stream.
picture.
He has
Yeah.
a Twitch channel though.
I'm getting there. Just give me a
Like-
second. I'm just.
I don't have a picture, but just imagine, just type into Google Ox, and there you go. You're,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
sorted.
I'm just.
I believe that's how they described Goku in the first episode of Dragon Ball. Bulma arrives at his house, and this 6-year-old boy is described as being built like an ox.
There
And
we
it
go.
was- Yeah,
I mean,
So
yeah.
I'm effectively him then. I'm a 6-year-old boy.
built like an ox.
You sound like one too.
Yeah.
So when we last left, I can't remember where we left off.
Coffee.
Were
We
we talking
left
about
off
tuna?
with coffee.
We were talking about coffee.
That's what
right.
we left. off.
Coffee.
Well, you know, food
Really?
at
We,
all.
well, we'd
really.
finished talking about coffee.
Mm.
But
Well,
then,
should we just
well,
talk about
yeah.
Alison Quinn? That's what we've been doing for the last however long we've been gone, and it's been great. It's been an experience.
He's a great ASMR
Mm.
YouTuber and streamer.
Makes me feel very uncomfortable.
Very, very comfortable. That gets the real tingle in the back of my skull going.
I like to
hearing-
say he's got clickbait titles, like I'm leaving YouTube, and he just didn't leave YouTube. Disappointed.
Bless his soul, he's not on YouTube. I was going to say he's not with us anymore, but that's not true. He's still.
Still around.
He's not there. Rip. What did you say about that tingle? That tingle kind of manifests itself in the thought of run away. Now. That's the tingle I get.
Evacuate.
Have you
Run.
seen the size of this ox?
It's a big ox. That's a
It's a
cow.
Holy fuck!
That's a big
That's
move.
How is our oxes?
That's a cow.
I think we're all in
They're
agreement.
pretty much
about
the
this.
same thing.
They're
No,
not.
pretty much is not
They're
the same. Is it?
pretty much.
I wouldn't say pretty
Saying-
much.
It's like saying a ram and a sheep is the same thing. They're not.
Yeah, it's not even like it's not even cow
Okay,
and
okay,
ox,
well,
is it? It's cow and bull. And
Or
there's
goat
not-
and
Well, the problem
It's
is
a sheep and a sheep int.
the problem is like nobody cares about the big.
Listen
ox
here.
in the world.
Well,
Hey,
Warzone
oi.
would take it.
Oi!
Don't you get
Oxes
me?
are manly.
Yeah. You know,
Cows
nobody
don't
says
fuck.
built like a cow and means it
Yeah.
kind-heartedly, do they? Will, what are you trying to say?
Built like a cow.
Yeah, you're built to fucking
you're not-
be
if
milked
you're
and
not
have your
careful,
titties
Will.
fucking-
He will become an enraged battle ox.
What is
Oh.
that, Tom? I do love a good Yu-Gi-Oh reference there, Cameron.
Thank you. I'll be here all week.
I thought it was Hearthstone. I guess I was halfway there.
Close enough.
A card game. It's a...
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I did find a
You
big
can play
ox.
both on motorcycles.
This is actually an ox. Pretty big boy. Big boy.
Oh fuck!
That is a big boy.
Big ox.
Damn, boy.
Oh, hello
he's
there.
thick.
at the county fair.
Oh.
He's thick.
Holy shit! It's like fucking body is so disproportional to his head. It's like
£3,000.
what the fuck?
That's you. What?
Straight up you.
Holy shit!
We need to put it on the stream. Put it on the
Jeez.
stream, Tom.
I'm gonna.
It's on the stream. It's a different ox. It's a
No,
more
the video.
proportionate ox.
That is one big ox. Oof.
Like he was just fucking poking it with his stick. Like this thing could kill you. Look at it. Huge. Don't fuck with it.
Its essence could kill you. Just
There's
looking
like
at it.
two of them.
Oof. Ow, my brittle
bones.
bones.
Oh shit! I forgot to turn down the music.
Oh, and another county fair. There's the world's biggest pig.
Oh. I didn't know your mum was there. Oh!
What the fuck? This pig is.
Sorry, fellas, that's the end of the stream.
Yeah,
I'll
done.
see you later.
The pig is
I'm
over
out.
1,300 pounds.
That was really stupid. That was really dumb.
It was really dumb, but that's just like the quality of Rory Smith, just pure autism.
Autism.
See what I mean?
Oh.
Isn't it?
Boo. Is this what this podcast is going to be now? It's just a regular conversation between us where we just make noises.
I mean, no,
Go into
that's
the
not
channel.
allowed.
You know what's really sad though?
That people are not following me because
The largest
Oi.
pig in the world, right, weighs 1,300 pounds.
Hey, hold on. I'm
But-
pretty sure everyone here watching us followed you.
But
we're interrupted. Will shh.
you're interrupting me. The largest pig in the world is only 1,300 pounds, whereas the largest human in the world has been 1,400.
Because we're fucking fat shits, that's why.
Also, that's massive. What?
I like knowing that. Thank you.
His BMI was 185.
Is
Oh,
that
I wish-
overweight?
That's a lot. That's very fucking hell.
And overweight.
Slightly, just slightly. You just need to swap out for a Diet Coke every now and then. It'll be alright.
The average
what the
BMI
issue is.
is like 26. So
185 is quite a bit, yeah.
Pigs have a, of course they have a BMI. That's a really stupid question.
I was talking about a person, George.
I thought he was talking about a pig.
I know, I was saying that the world's heaviest person is heavier than the world's heaviest pig.
Ah. Well, people are bigger than pigs.
Well done. Glad for that observation.
Thank you. And now we're ending
Saving
it
a
there.
trip to the farm, that did.
we shouldn't be bigger than pigs, though, really.
We
Like,
should be, or what?
if you're not fucking massive,
Pigs,
you
pigs are
shouldn't be.
like very like dense, aren't they?
No, not in like
I've never tested.
No, but
the
like,
density
they
of a
look
pig.
dense. They look.
Why the fuck? Hold on. Why the
Well, we
fuck
got to
do you
measure
use
its volume first, of course.
my picture? For my picture, why the fuck does he look retarded?
His
Why
head,
does he look like fucking so
Yo,
retarded?
retarded.
his head is like, it looks like it's symmetrical. It looks like somebody like deleted the left side of his head, copied the right side of it, and put it back over a body.
It does. It looks like real. Like, his eyes look human. It's fucking weird. Doesn't look right.
It's a very bruh looking ox.
Bruh.
That's not what I look like, FYI.
Really?
That's
No.
that's not the ox build that you chose.
No.
This one has like pits falling between its like ankles, between its knees,
Yeah.
or like a socket of. I don't know.
How about this picture, Tom? Replace it with this, alright?
Oh no.
Oh!
Can we
That's
just
actually
spam another
fucking-
picture, please? Can we just get that out?
It's
Come
like
on.
licking the own shit out of his ass. That's horrible.
Just a sec. I'm sorry.
No, I've got a photo, don't
Enter the chill zone. Whoa there, way too spicy. You're sending messages too quickly.
The
Enter
1,000
chill
years. Okay.
Me IRL.
Take me home. Please.
Country
Want
road,
to go home.
West Virginia.
Copyright
Mountain
strike.
Mama.
It's on Twitter.
Demonetized.
I feel like
anything goes on Twitch. it's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Hey, actually, yesterday I was streaming a load of music that made people very angry.
who got angry? Who?
Uber angry. And no, it wasn't muted. The majority of the stream, you can watch the VOD and it's not muted.
Can you
Yeah,
give
they only
That's-
mute bits of it, yeah.
pull a link
Hmm.
in the Twitch chat?
What?
No, I'm good. It's all good. It's all good. I'm pretty sure it's a different, kind of demographic. So
Oh, if you can do it if you want to, if you but
hey, I mean, what? I'm link 2129. I'm in the chat there. You can just if you're all that interested. But this is I want to highlight you, Mabe. This is all you. It's all good.
Is it though? Is it really all me? I
No,
feel
it really
like it's
is.
all
Can we
Cameron.
move off of this now? Can we-
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
We can.
What is this road to affiliate thing on top? Is that for you to be able to get subscribers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ends in 3 years.
Yeah. I'm not gonna make it in 3 years. I need to up it to like 6 years.
Just letting people know as well. The reason, all right. Well, the whole reason we're doing this, all right. Let's make it a little bit. You know, we're gonna bring the mood down a little bit
I
here.
don't want to bring the mood
We're
down.
doing this for a pinhead emote. That's what we're doing.
Yes.
That's all we want.
But
That's all we want. That's
I
all
just-
we want out of this.
I
You
just
may as
like
well
doing-
just quit after that.
Yeah. I mean,
but
that's
I
the
just like doing
plan.
a podcast.
Huh?
I like doing a podcast.
Oh. Well, I don't know. Maybe we'll make a pinhead too, and that'll be the next subscriber goal. Is
You
to
guys
get
have
a
looked at this,
second
by the way?
emote.
No fun.
Have you
I
ever
don't
looked at
get-
this?
So what's something about kids? What?
Sorry,
Hello?
what?
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 Who?
What?
Memes?
What?
Who, how, where, what?
Huh?
Tom, you should put this on the stream somewhere. Just put that.
Oh yeah, true.
It's a picture of
Okay.
Bailey J, isn't it? No, it isn't.
Like we really want to get this pinhead emote.
George,
Hello?
did you know the server that we play on Final Fantasy is the least populated server in the game?
Really?
It felt more populated than Ragnarok.
Like if you scroll down, right?
Not Ragnarok, Zodiac. My bad.
Ragnarok, yeah, that's off the
we
Zodiac's-
just want this.
4 times more populated.
Well, fair enough.
Yeah,
Well, how can
like,
we still get queues if it's the least populated?
Can you imagine what the queues are like on the more populated ones?
Jeez, well, it was so populated you couldn't enter it. That's how populated it was.
Do you respect
Yeah,
me,
I'm
Cameron?
not kidding.
I love it, Tom. I
Thank
love
you.
it.
What is it? What?
Yeah, that's
You'll
the
always
moment.
be here with
Yeah,
us.
listen up, hand to the sky. I like how you use like the 128 PNG as well instead of just using a HD image, which we do have. You just use a tiny one and stretched it up so it's all pixely.
That's what we want the emote to look like. We don't
Yeah.
want it to look good.
No, we
it
don't want it to look
fucking
good.
Shit.
Look, there
Who you
go.
calling Pinhead?
You know,
We give him a
I
little
don't
really
think-
trashy like text bubble.
our goal, right?
Text bubble. It says who you calling Pinhead.
I think our goal, right?
No, keep it. I like it that
Well,
big.
I have an
Make it big.
I have an
Make
idea.
it big.
Just don't worry.
after we reach the goal of getting this as an emote,
Yes.
our next goal should be we need to find him and get him on the podcast.
I'm pretty sure he's one of the. He's just like a bald porn star.
I mean,
he shouldn't be too.
You could,
Just do like a new edition.
you know, you could set it up as a better Twitch
It's the
TV
face
emote.
off.
Like right now. if you wanted to.
Yeah, you could set it up as
Like-
a
like
better
right
Twitch
now.
TV emote. No.
No,
We
we
want
gotta
the
get the
official subscriber emote.
I know,
Yeah.
I know. But like,
Looks
you
like
could,
they're
you could-
fighting.
You could still do it at this moment.
Karate fight.
Yeah. Like, oh, I told
Crossing
you.
blows.
That's it. That's a new addition to the podcast now. It's just that.
Yay!
It's Pinhead.
Yeah, just above the chat.
The pinhead on the right is like a few pixels like below.
Yeah.
Like, lower.
Okay, let me just move forward.
Mama, take me home.
Oh crap, I went the wrong way.
What were we talking? Oh, are you just making me small to fit more pinheads on the
Yeah.
screen? Is that what's going on here?
No, I'll make you bigger. There you go. You're gonna, yeah, you're gonna go right there. There we go. That's
Can you
perfect.
move him up like the slightest bit? Because he's like just not lined up.
Yeah, it's annoying the
Pinhead,
hell
the
out of
other
me.
Yeah, like use your arrow keys.
Yeah. Can you?
Ah.
Just like a pixel, like a 1 pixel off.
Fix it.
Pixel.
Fix it, Tom. Fix
Hold on,
Tom.
no.
You made it worse.
Yeah, no, you had it. No. Fuck's sake.
He's gone.
This pinhead has lost the battle of eternity. Good night, sweet prince.
I like him flown up so perfectly as well. He's gone.
Oh, farewell, sweet
I
pinhead.
snorted. Sorry.
F in the chat, please.
You pay respects.
Uh,
So stupid.
what I'm doing with my life.
We've given Rory
Wait.
Smith a crisis.
Wait, what's this? Wait.
And he's back.
Oh no, he's coming back.
Coming down from
I was thinking
Cloud
more the
to
fucking
pass
Star
it.
Wars
A
music.
line from heaven has a beam from heaven.
Da, 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 da,
It's the second coming of Christ.
You think you can defeat me, boy?
I have the high ground. Oh, no, now I have the low
Sinking
ground. I've
to
gone
the
too
abyss.
far. I've gone too far now. I'm sinking. Help.
Wait.
What the fuck?
Podcast
Where's he
anymore.
going?
This is.
I'm having way too much fun with this.
Feel bad, man. Feel bad, man. Feel bad, man. Feel bad, man. Feel bad, man.
That's not what
He's coming back in. It's fine.
it looks like this.
I know it's Pepe, isn't it?
Yeah,
Pee-pee.
it's Pepe.
It's Pee-pee the frog.
But no one calls him that.
Poo-poo the frog.
Oh, I can't see that. That's weird.
It's because you don't have bad Twitch TV.
Yeah, is that what it's called?
There we go.
Mountain Mama, bring me home. Whoa, whoa.
This has been the best episode yet.
This has been my favorite episode. So stop it, Tom, please.
Oh shit!
Hey, goodness,
Hey Tom.
Yeah.
Sake.
Don't worry.
Who
He's
you
about
call
to
him,
grab them
Pinhead?
both with his outstretched hand.
That's the real That's season 3 spoilers right here, Tom. The colossal titan has revealed himself.
Counter-attack of humanity.
We call him Pinhead. Who?
I think that's all this podcast has done now. These last this last 20 minutes has been like just reinforcing why we're here and why we need this to be an emote.
Tom.
Yes,
Tom,
Will.
Tom.
Yes, Will. Hello.
What do you mean?
Can we please get some better Twitch TV emotes for your channel?
Yeah.
I think
you
my
can
back
have
is
GIF
going on my
emotes.
camcorder, so I can't even record the shiny when it's
We can't even. All right, so we can't have Pinhead be a better Twitch emote. We could probably just have Rory Smith though. Character, I don't know.
Have a little look.
Or like a white Pepe with ears and I don't know, bloodshot green eyes.
You can have GIF emotes, you know.
I ain't making no GIF emotes. I can't. There's a last.
I've made a few. I've made a couple GIF emotes for some big streamers.
I've made a couple
They
GIFs.
still use them.
I just can't be asked, really. What is this?
What's happening? But if you guys are interested, here's your options for emotes that you can have in the channel.
Give me a second.
Man, I'm glad you're having a good time.
I'm having way too much fun with all this.
Yeah, have a little look at this, right? We
Ah.
can, if Tom just connects his Twitch to it and everything and sets it up, I think you can have like 3 emotes for free or something like that. For like 5 emotes.
So we
maybe.
don't want to ruin what the emote is. There we go. No more
Yeah.
Pinhead.
Connect to Twitch.
Click on the emotes
Yeah.
below.
If you click on sharing, you can then browse through them and pick ones for your channel.
Can we have? Can we gonna have? No, that's 2.
Who is viewing this stream? I really want to know who's still here.
In all honesty, there's 6 people in chat, right?
I could
No, not
share.
in chat. There's 6 people. It's us. It's only us.
Yeah, pretty
It's
much.
Only us.
There's 5 of us here in Emerson.
Oh, I see.
I think Shanna Brand was the one. Unless Emerson's gone and Shanna Brand's still around, I ain't too sure. But we had a couple people watching earlier.
We
Guess they
did.
just weren't happy with
They were happy with the podcast, and that was just gone to shit.
Yeah,
like,
no, I'm happy we got some people to stick around that long. So
Hot damn! I like pops emotes. Hot damn.
Hot damn.
damn.
I put it on.
Damn!
It should be a.
Homie,
Oh, Romy,
my little.
my little homie, my
No.
homie.
I missed. But,
Here's one that I
First
wouldn't
try.
mind.
yeah, my
Do you have
bad.
this,
So
do you have
we-
this one, Tom? This would be a nice one to have.
Yeah.
Tallest saying.
My
Oh, be a
bad.
nice one to have.
I can't see any of them because it's like connect Twitch, connect Twitch. I do not want to connect my Twitch. Thank you very much.
Well, if you do, you'd be able to see it.
That was not working.
But yeah. What do you think, Tom?
Yeah. Okay. Done. Yeah.
Yeah,
Using my channel. Yep.
What is it?
Using
The
my
moat will be
channel.
available on your channels shortly. You just
Alright.
have to wait and see.
Yeah, obviously, you guys need to get the extension. There's a Chrome extension, there's an Edge extension, and there's a Firefox extension.
Where's the Chrome Oh, how do I get Chrome extension?
I'll send you it.
Can we have Shrek? Yes, please.
Okay, there you go.
I'm on way
Will it
too much fun.
restart my Chrome by any chance?
I don't think you need to for extensions. You'll need to refresh the page.
That's alright.
You'll need Google Chrome to install most apps, extensions, and themes.
Oh,
If you don't use Chrome, there's an extension for Firefox and Edge as well.
Oh, there you go.
No, I do
hate
not want to
Chrome.
put.
But you can use Edge. What do you use?
I like it. I use
there
Edge.
you go.
Yeah.
Add it to
Edge
Chrome.
me.
No, I don't want fucking.
I'll refresh now.
How
That's
is
funny.
it in? I think I hooked it up. This is fully divulged. We're not. This isn't. This isn't talk show anymore.
This is still the talk show. Sharp.
This is still the talk show.
Yeah, this is still
We
talk
going.
show. Yeah.
And if you if on Better Twitch TV, right? If you click on if you have you installed Better Twitch TV?
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah.
All right, then if you click on the cog,
in the Twitch chat settings on the Twitch website, you can right click this on this icon and hide it as it is not needed.
George,
Honey,
Hello?
please don't cry.
on Twitch, underneath the chat button, if you click on the cog,
Under what?
like where you enter a message on Twitch,
Settings.
yeah, open up settings, right? Then click on Better Twitch TV settings.
They're on a Better Twitch TV settings.
There it is, right there, at the bottom. It says Better Twitch TV. Then it's like,
Oh, right at the bottom, is it?
yeah, do you see it?
Yeah. Oh, emotes are on already.
And then turn on GIF emotes.
Disabling.
I'm gonna cry.
No, I got none.
Go
Where?
to you.
Right. When you installed the extension, did you refresh the page?
No.
Oh, do that.
That's probably why.
I refresh the page. I'm on Twitch Prime, channel and video, security and privacy, notifications, connections. I'm in my settings.
What?
What?
Should I not be
What?
there?
No.
No.
Oh, whoops.
Like,
What's the
on Rory
Yeah,
Smith's channel,
totally say it works.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, no, it works now.
and if you enable GIF emotes, you can see the little.
Stop. ASMR.
How do I turn on
How do you turn on
Doffy?
GIF emotes?
So click the little cog at the bottom, and then click
Yeah,
on Better
I'm in
Twitch
the
TV.
settings.
And then on the settings page, just underneath it where it says Better Twitch TV emotes, it says Better Twitch TV GIF emotes,
Oh yeah.
and then turn that one on.
Ah right.
You might need to refresh the page. I'm not sure.
I
Ah,
did
what was
refresh the page, then go in
Alright.
settings. So
And
There
then
we
after,
go.
after like turning on the.
There we
thing,
go.
I'll refresh it again just to be safe.
We are just.
All good.
We're
So
all good, yeah.
professional.
Did you turn on GIF emotes, George?
I did.
Good boy. It's not Minecraft OS anymore.
That would explain why it didn't come up.
I mean, you can enable it, but there's no point because it's now just feels bad, man. And also my favorite one. Feels amazing, man.
Dark theme on. Better TV emotes. There we go. There's that one. Feels amazing, man.
This is going great. This is a
Where
good
do you find
podcast.
these? Where do you find these emotes? I've seen the default Twitch ones.
At the bottom, underneath the chat button, there's a little smiley face.
Jeez, what have we done? Why are we doing this? What are we?
Yeah, I see a
this
smiley
isn't-
face, but I don't see those. Oh, hang on. Oh yeah.
What is going on here?
Breakfast.
Dear.
Oh, whoops. Did I do it?
Did we have anything else? What were we going to talk about?
We were gonna definitely talk about Final Fantasy.
We're going to do that now. Oh, we got the whole guild here. Save for Cameron.
Cameron needs to. join
Cameron
the
needs to
guild.
actually install the game.
He needs to be a Smithlin today, but
Today, right now.
Today, effective immediately, become a Smithling.
please.
Literally, I mean, I'm loving the game at the moment. The only issue is
It's down. The server's down. The server's down.
servers are down, and I'm spending like 20 hours a day just mining at the moment. It takes me back to the old high school days where I used to
Play
both mine,
Minecraft. Oh,
play Minecraft.
yeah.
Ah, you get me?
We
You
should
feel
we
me?
should totally go back to mine. No.
No? Hey, I'm down for a little bit of tech it when you guys are down for a little bit of tech it.
Ooh.
I would be okay.
Tech it.
We could
Ooh,
stream it as
tech.
well. No joking.
Oof, oof.
Get angry.
Can we get a join the Maverick movement today in the chat?
Uh,
See that?
Oh.
can we get a
No.
join a Smithlin
Hey,
today?
listen here. You can become a Maverick today. You cop the hottest merch in
No,
the game.
you could be a Rory Smith, Smithlin.
Yeah.
Become a Smithlin. Hi guys, Rory Smith here. Just a quick ad for you. Do you play Final Fantasy Realm Reborn? Do you have no friends? Are you bored by being by yourself doing quests? Do you want to join a cool guild? Then you can join the Smithlins today. You can do quests, rage, and much more. All you have to do is become a follower and become a Smith. Yay! Followers only on Twitch. If you follow me, message me your name, and you'll be added to the guild. Woo! Hi guys, Rory Smith here. Just a quick ad for you. Do you play Final Fantasy Realm Reborn? Do you have no friends? Are you bored by being by yourself doing quests? Do you want to join a cool guild? Then you can join the Smithlins today. You can do quests, rage, and much more. All you have to do is become a follower and become a Smith. Yay! Followers only on Twitch. If you follow me, message me your name, and you'll be added to the guild. Woo! Whoever, keep doing that again, please. Rory Smith
like
does
that.
ASMR today.
That should be whenever someone follows, that should be the sound.
But I'm on
So
top.
we'll be begging like, don't follow, please.
Like, if we reach to 50 followers, the Smithlins Guild will be updated. We'll have cooler shit, okay? It will be
Yeah, like
absolute-
Maverick merch.
Fuck off! I'm producing Rory Smith merch, okay? As we
Really?
speak.
Then where is it? Because I want to buy one and I can't.
Effective immediately.
I will buy. Like, I'm not kidding. As soon as you put a T-shirt for me to buy, I'll buy it.
I want my Pinhead badge T-shirt
But it
right
better be
now.
good, man. Like, if it's bad, I'm not gonna buy it.
Look, okay? My factories in fucking Iran have been
Please.
blown up.
Please, can we have one of those
Oh.
like Rory Smith, like Supreme style T-shirts with your name?
Smith, but it's written in
Smith.
Comic Sans on a red background.
Look, I'm working on getting
And
factories
the
in
square around
Romania.
it's been drawn in paint.
Look, okay, I can't. There's no factories that will make Rory Smith merch in the UK, so you
Really?
have to
Go
Nobody
to-
is willing to put Alec Baldwin's face
No.
on a shirt anymore,
Romania. That's the place. They'll do all crazy shit for.
including Alec Baldwin on it.
Yeah, they'll
Honestly.
straight up do it. Those Romanians.
Real
Oh,
crazy things.
like I said, everyone just doesn't want to see me have merch, so all my factories are getting saboteured. You are the saboteur.
Saboteur.
You
You
are
are
the
the
saboteur.
saboteur.
Do not react. No.
Oh, okay. Apparently that's not how you do the whole. Never mind. Oh no.
ASMR with George. Go.
Is that what it is?
yeah.
Is it? I'm sorry. I'm sitting close to the mic to get better audio quality, and
Oh, by
sometimes
the
I
way,
feel like
if
it
you're
dips
wondering
into
what
the
happened
range
to
of
the
ASMR.
servers, apparently there was a power outage at the data center and it broke a load
What a
of the hardware.
bunch of flipping idiots over at Square Enix. Just buy a better internet.
it broke a load of the hardware apparently.
Someone just straight up trying to sabotage.
Someone's
Sabotage.
account-
I'm not kidding. That's what it
Sabotage.
said.
Ward's took his first day shift at the Square Enix server club. I don't banged on the table too hard, and then the server shut off.
Fail.
Me?
Me? I'll have you
Yeah.
know, I'm very good at my occupations. I would
Uh-oh.
never sabotage
Bang
wholesome
tables.
games. I would never. Not on my shift.
Naga
Yeah, it said-
do.
Yes, they did a follow up saying, power outages. The whole place has got no power.
When's it
They're
gonna?
all doing everything by candlelight. They're tweeting by candle.
Just like you have someone on a treadmill trying to power the servers.
How long is it gonna take
Um,
for them to get power back?
It says we are trying to fix it.
Are they though, or they just go
Where are you
fuck
seeing this,
Europe?
by the way? Is this on their Twitter?
It's on this.
Are you sure they're just not like fuck Europe? We don't need those servers.
Hmm?
Are they just like fuck Europe? Because I would be like fuck Europe. They don't need their servers. What are they doing?
We
Nothing.
will keep you updated and inform you as soon as there is a change.
Ah, will they?
Can you like?
Update. We've discovered what a fuse is.
We
Yeah, it's
switched
a few-
everything back on.
Yeah, it
They
turns out
tried-
it wasn't a power outage. Somebody's unplugged the servers.
Well, I wanted to plug in my phone.
So,
Shiny!
I
Shiny
could-
Slowpoke!
Okay.
Hey!
Hey,
Chain of
evolve it.
87!
Can we get the Final Fantasy victory music, please?
That's free sport.
How does it feel?
Congrats, Cam.
well
Hey,
done.
we've done it. What did we say we were going to do if you catch a
we
sight
wanted
of
to get
Shiny?
Slow King, but that's alright, we got the Slowpoke.
I'm gonna take a swig of water to celebrate.
I'm going to take a
Whoa.
shot of water. Oof.
It is a female.
Ooh.
If it was a male, I would call it Rory Smith. We could still
Swing
call it Rory Smith.
Very hard.
I'm neither male or female. Oof.
Well, sadly, Pokemon only does 2 genders, so make your mind up.
Oh, okay, I'm female.
Are you going to name it Rory Smith?
That's what Rory Smith requests. And I'm trying to take a good picture and send it to.
to Discord.
Yeah.
And then bam, I'll pull it up on the stream and
Why is someone playing Journey really loud in their car outside?
because they falls groove.
Right. Well, I want to get like a nice.
Like max the volume. I've got my window completely
Permeable.
shut.
I'm thinking permeable. It's
Ooh.
a special occasion. I would lower it Telth, but it'll
But-
call in another ally, and we don't need that.
No.
It broke out. It did 3 shakes and it broke out.
Well, congrats. I wasn't. I'm not gonna lie to you, Cameron. When we first set out to get a shiny today, I didn't think we was gonna do it. I didn't have faith. I should have
I had a
faith
1
in the
in 273 chance. I'd maxed out the odds on chaining.
shiny god pulls through.
No,
have
come
faith.
on, get in the ball. Stay in the ball.
Just run
This
up to
is
the
tense.
ball.
A moment of silence for Cameron to actually catch the shiny, please. We don't want a repeat of that Bulbasaur.
The Ivysaur.
Ivysaur. Sorry,
You said-
excuse me. I don't know my yet another scout lore. Sorry.
How did they get away?
Shut the.
It
Will?
killed itself.
Shh.
No, it's calling for an ally. No, come on. It's called an ally. No.
Does that mean it's gone?
No, no. It's still here. I just have to murder its friend.
Oh,
He
so
looks
sad.
quite happy.
I'm gonna get fucked in the ass.
Why are you only level 96?
Yeah, Cameron. Jeez.
Hmm.
Sorry. Come on, just get in the fucking ball. Rory Smith, do us a
in-
favour, just stay in the ball.
Okay.
Chant as loud as you can.
Cool.
Ah!
There's that beautiful slowpoke right there on the stream at the moment.
Coming out of my cave.
I know it's not a good picture. I'll try and get a
Whoa.
better one when we've actually captured it.
What a lovely stream.
Oh, come on! Stay in the fucking ball! Sorry.
Hey, yeah, hey,
Ha! Yeah. Ha!
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think if you catch
The date and time from June
I'm gonna stop
21st,
you.
2018, 9:25. Does it say when it's going to be back up? Major power outage at EU data center. When is it going to be
Calling
back
for an
up?
ally.
Well, they've no power, so
Never.
I don't-
They're done.
I'd actually
Yeah.
cry.
like
I
I
would.
I like to think that the cleaner unplugged the servers to plug in the vacuum cleaner.
That's kind of what I've had. That's must have happened.
Like the entire like data center
Yes, it's
comes
called.
out of like one extension or
Da,
something.
da, 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 da.
I am
Alright.
done with shiny hunting for today.
Yes.
How long is it gonna take you to evolve it?
Congrats, big boy.
So,
All
well
I need
done.
to do is trade it holding a King's Rock, and I can do that because I got my other DS next to me.
That's it.
So
We
I can do that
achieved
pretty
what
much
we
now.
wanted to do on this podcast.
Um,
Goodbye.
Hang on. Hang on.
I'll just wrap it up now.
I
Well,
can
no, it
imagine just
hasn't been a
keeping the
podcast.
podcast going, like
One thing
literally until
we
he got
need to
it.
do, boys.
6 hours
6
later.
hours. Please.
Yeah.
Click the link, and could you like put your natures in the?
Ah, we doing like a
Guess your
nature
natures.
roulette thing.
What?
Yeah.
Then where?
That's what we did.
In the chat. Just put them in the streaming chat, please.
Ah, here we go. I'm calling timid.
There's a list on that page. If you like just scroll down.
I'm
Listen,
gonna.
Oh.
I'm gonna say gentle.
I'm gonna have
So
to
we've got
go
gentle,
with
timid,
jolly.
jolly. Has the other George got a one or one?
Yeah, timid is one.
Can I like change my like decision?
Yeah, go for it. Just delete the message and change it.
Oh wait, I thought we was putting it in the Twitch chat.
We
Oh,
are.
Twitch chat.
Yeah, we
oh,
are,
right.
straight up.
I guess that works out better.
Alright, I'll put it in the Twitch chat.
That worked out better. Good point. So we've got timid.
We have
Gentle.
We've got timid, gentle.
impish.
Ooh.
Is that a bad one?
It's not too bad. It says on the page, impish. It increases the defense but minus special attack.
Lenny.
Lenny.
Ward.
I'm gonna make my own guess and say adamant.
Ooh.
It's really bad for it.
Ooh.
Plus attack minus special.
What about Runite?
Do we put in our suggestions? Shh.
Wait, what's
Everybody
the
but Walt.
question?
What
if you
nature
click
is-
that link, go look at the list of natures and just put what you predict in the Twitch chat.
This link, okay.
Scroll
Scroll
down
down
to the
it says
nature.
list of natures.
Natures.
And then pick one.
Oh god, there's a lot.
Yeah, just pick one.
What does the winner get? If we guess right, what happens?
Yeah, what happened?
Let's go for
I don't know.
sassy.
Sassy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ooh.
Right. Can we get a drum roll, please?
Mm-hmm.
It's quiet natured.
We were
Ah.
wrong. Well, better luck
Fine.
next time.
That's close to gentle, I suppose.
close.
We're still going to call it Rory Smith, because I think that's appropriate.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Quiet
Whoever
is
gets it
plus
right.
special attack minus speed, so that's actually could be alright for it.
Mm.
I need to check his IVs as well.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I don't know. But yes, it actually was a success. It took
Oh,
forever.
wow.
Nice. I think that's.
Well, at least it didn't take you a month.
No.
What would you have done if it was like a Mew? If you had to find a Mew today?
that would be. Commit.
Oh no, that's what I mean. We did have some restrictions.
I see. Okay.
Oh, if there's Mewtwo, then
Is it?
I think he is available in the Ultra Wormholes.
How do you get a shiny Mew?
The only legit way I know, you have to have the event in Pokemon Emerald.
Hmm.
How do you get
No
that?
Mew has appeared since, like other than in like digital distributions.
How
Yeah.
do you get how do you do the event?
In Emerald, or you needed one of the distribution cartridges.
Hmm.
Right.
Hmm.
It has perfect IVs in attack, defense,
What?
speed, and special defense.
Congrats. Those are pretty good. Those are min-maxed as well. Those are pretty good.
To be fair, even if it ain't good competitively itself, it's good for breeding.
Mm.
It'll still help pass down.
I thought you said breathing.
It's good for
Yeah.
breathing.
Probably breathe.
Good for
quite well.
breathing. Good to live.
What's the name? Oh yeah, I know where the name is.
Jeez.
Let me get my copy of Pokemon Sun in the DS.
Right. Can we leave it
Can we what now?
there?
We've literally beaten. This is the most hype part of the stream. This is
Okay.
this is everything we've been waiting
I would say
for.
this has been probably the best stream so far.
We've
I ain't gonna
achieved
lie.
what we
the
set
fuck?
out to do. We've achieved what we set out to do. Come on.
That we have, yeah.
That was we have, yeah.
I think we've had some of the best chat interaction that has genuinely changed the course of where this show has gone.
Yeah, 1 follower today. On slowly on my way there. Slowly.
Hey, we got 3 years.
3 years to
And
accomplish.
look, you got 21 now, so
Yeah.
Almost halfway there. You are you're I don't know how far away.
When
You're
it
a
gets
bit-
to 30, it's going to be a new milestone. When it gets to 40, it's going to be a new milestone. When it gets to 50, honestly, it's a big
It's
milestone.
42% the way there.
Slowly, we're getting there.
The big question is when you got like 500,000 followers or whatever. How long is it going to take for a video of you strangling your balls to get leaked? How long is that going to take?
It's good. As soon as I hit it, it'll be like 2 hours after that.
You're going to just beat them to the punchline and put it out there
Yeah,
yourself,
straight
huh?
away. Be like, this is what you wanted, right, guys? On YouTube, not Twitch. Not
Of course,
Twitch,
wouldn't
not
want to get
Twitch.
banned on
No,
here.
not Twitch. But YouTube, they allow it, and I'll just put
They
it.
allow it.
I'll just put it on rubber balls or like fake balls. It's fine. It's fine.
Ah, I see. Toy
see the
channel
name
reviews.
rater. The
Yeah,
name
yeah.
rater agreed. Rory Smith is a better name.
Good.
Right, so now have I got a King's Rock? I need a King. I'll trade over to Sun, and then we'll have ourselves a Slow King.
Oh, hee haw, hee haw, hee haw, hee haw, hee haw.
We don't have one. I know when to get.
I just want to play with my toenails, eat them, and spit them out again.
Eh, boy. Ah, boy.
I'm trying to make sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So this has been a podcast. It started off great, and then for the past like half an hour, it's just gone to shit.
We haven't spoken about
No,
anything.
it like for the last half an hour, it's just been autism in a
As it
nutshell.
does most of the time. We normally have a little bit of a burnout after the break.
We do, which is sad.
Oh,
I
so
think
sad.
it didn't help. It didn't help this week that no one really could come up with talking points.
Hey, we talked just.
That's
I
why
think
I
we
came up
talked.
with this whole shiny hunting sort of.
We talked about tuna for a long time.
Yeah.
And
It was
Jurassic
probably one
World.
of the better topics that we talked about.
Yeah. And coffee. Oof, oof.
No cafe.
Oh yeah, and Rory Smith is releasing a new video cooking with Rory Smith live. Maybe live, maybe not live, maybe not live.
Oh, I don't know.
I really want to like I want you to like make a proper thing, like I don't know, like make a curry, make a curry, but like proper. I know you don't like.
I know
You
proper
can-
isn't your thing, Tom, but
No, proper as in mess around or legit.
like the way I made it when we were in Germany. Where
Okay.
we had all the vegetables and everything.
So I can't mess around like I do with the cup of tea.
You can mess around. You just make it.
Okay, that's
just
fine.
actually make it.
like like you can mess around with the oven, sure. But
Put my head in there.
Stick Rian in there.
Stick my cats. No way. I do not condone
like,
animal
you know,
abuse.
like, you're perfectly fine to play with the knife when you're cutting all the peppers and onions.
But
It's
I'll
fine.
juggle. I'll juggle some knives, and we could place a bet. Like, how soon can I cut myself?
But like at the end of it, I want to see some shit looking curry come out of it.
Yes, that sounds fine. I can
Can we
live
do a
with
vomit curry?
that. Oh, please no.
Yeah.
What the fuck? This fucking shitty game. Sorry to
Like
interrupt.
like accidentally mix up the curry sauce for like Nutella or something.
Because they look really similar.
just at the end, just like release salt everywhere. Just oof.
Oh, you try pouring salt and like the lid comes off.
Yeah, it's all over it.
Oh well, I guess I'll have to do a taste test anyway.
Accidentally put
Okay,
sugar in there.
It's evolving. It's evolving.
Oh, it's disgusting. Oh, all that salt. I'd rather die.
Salt's good for you if you're.
Hey, there it is.
Da-da-da!
See, that's a shame we can't actually go on Final Fantasy.
Yeah, actually, that's
Best
annoying,
part is-
especially
I really want to
considering.
go on. I really.
Like, if we could go on now, we could still do the event before 4 p.m.
What do you think? Do we go on Overwatch for a little bit whilst we wait for Final Fantasy to come back on?
I mean, I kind of want to go shopping.
Cameron,
okay then.
let's
Oh.
not interrupt Cameron a minute. Cameron, no.
Sorry.
You
What?
said you evolved it?
Yeah, it's evolved. I'm trading it back over to my main game
Okay,
now.
we're just waiting
Best
for that
part is
screenshot.
I've never actually gotten a shiny Slowpoke before, so
Nice.
first time.
We're waiting for the screenshot. I'll put it on stream, and that'll be a good place to end it because, you know, We set out what we wanted to do.
Just uploading the photo to.
No
I
worries,
guess
son.
So I guess you're quite happy with having a shiny Slow King.
Yeah,
With decent IVs too.
yeah. Like I said, it will definitely. You could come in used for like breeding things.
Oh, I like the sound of typing.
Is there anyone in the game who's sort of, caught them all in shiny?
People do have shiny living dexters, yes.
Oh.
There's a guy called
Whoa.
A Drive.
Ah,
He did.
yeah.
Oh!
It sounded like an ox.
That sound they make.
like a cow being shot, or an ox being shot.
A distressed ox.
Yeah.
Where did I save it to? There it is. There it is. I put it
Huh.
on.
You were right.
Congratulations, Rory Smith evolved into a Slow King.
Hey.
So,
Da, 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 da,
look
da,
how
da,
happy
da.
he looks.
Da, 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 da.
See,
He
we actually
has
got to go to Rory
soulless
Smith.
eyes.
That's like one of my drawings, though. Come on. Oof. Right. Proud of you. Well done.
George.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The ox picked up in the chat actually did sound like the real ox.
Maybe we
What?
should stop. Maybe I should leave the stream before I make too many retarded sounds playing this game because it turns me fucking. It turns my brain flaccid. If that makes sense. Nice laugh there.
Thanks, pal.
Oof! Ow!
That's the 6th shiny I found in Pokemon Sun.
We set out what we wanted to set out.
Matt Ox is the 12-year-old fidget spinning rapper.
Okay. Thanks for joining me on this episode 3. Thanks, guys.
Hey.
Thanks,
Oh.
everyone. Much
Yeah, it was
I
appreciated.
appreciate you. We all appreciate you.
We'll see you next time.
Big ups to. Hold on. Wait a minute. Just a cotton picking second.
Thank you for the follow, Shanabang. Thank you.
That's
A
what I was
what?
gonna
A
say.
cotton picking second.
Just one cotton picking second.
That's edgy.
Oof.
It's a really old saying.
Yeah, old saying as in like when slavery existed.
Hey.
Right. So thank you for the
Wait
follow.
one cotton picking minute.
Oh, we're not
It's a
live. are we?
thing.
Yeah, we are live.
Still live. I just want to end it.
Then why don't you?
Launch keeps going.
One
Wait
button.
a second.
I didn't say what I thought was. You said what I was gonna say.
Ah, thank you for the follow. Same time next week, fellas. Yeah. 1 p.m.
Yes.
Thursday. Yeah. You're all good there.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Fuck
Thanks.
off.
Bye!
Bye.